Hello and welcome to the Wild Magic School Bus. This is Matty B, but you may also know me as Thulgrin Rockrender. This Dungeons & Dragons podcast may contain fantasy violence, language, and other adult themes. But I mean, what do you expect from a dwarf? Content warnings can be found in the episode description. Alright, well, with all that out of the way, I've got my hammer, and I think I need a pint of beer. Vinny, where are you, lad?
We're going to start with Matt and his supple folds. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Wild Magic School Bus, the most unprofessional TV podcast you will ever hear. I, of course, am your DM, Calvin Piper, and this lot plays D&D with me. And tonight's prompt, we're going to make food. A BLT, bacon, lettuce, tomato, a little bit of mayonnaise. We're going to start with Matt. What ingredient would you add to the BLT?
I would do a BLTE.
Okay.
Egg.
Yes, nice.
Ooh.
Okay, that's not bad at all. That's real.
That's bad.
That was mine.
Also introduce your character.
Oh, yeah, that.
Oh, I am Matt, and I play Thulgrin, the Dwarven Paladin.
All right. My name is Michelle. I play Kenneth, and I would also add an E. We are not doubling up on the eggs, but this is a BLTEE. That extra E is for everything bagel seasoning.
Oh.
That's not bad. Wait, guys, I don't want to fuck this up.
Too late.
Then don't.
Don't. Okay.
Do better on the
Hey guys, I'm Will. I play Glyph Kazidi, the male lizard folk artificer, level 8, as far as I know. And to this BLTEE, I would add... We said avocado in the lead up, so I'm not going to do avocado. It feels good to plate.
It deserves it.
It does.
I love some thick red onion, though. A couple little slices of red onion on there.
T for thick red onion.
Yeah, good luck remembering TRO, buddy. You're up.
Oh, man. My name is Matt, and I play TBD, the Gem Draconian Fire Level 8. TBD's BLTEET
RO.
RO.
And technically that's EBSTRO.
No,
We're doing every letter? I thought it was
Everything
just
bagel
the
seasoning.
At this point, then we have to
gosh.
add freaking mayonnaise to it.
We'll put it at the end.
All
You
right.
kind of said it at the beginning, though. Oh, the add.
I included it.
Yeah.
I just was like the standard.
Yeah.
So,
All right.
BLTMEESBT. Was it RO?
Yeah, RO. Red onion.
Impressed.
C for cheese.
Oh, what kind of cheese?
Ooh. Munster.
Some Gouda, a good Gouda.
Swiss?
Nice.
Swiss is not bad.
Swiss smells well.
Good
I remember
job.
the last time I had a
Well.
BLT. I'm like, I guess Swiss.
We should make
And cheese plays, honestly.
You guys are completely just demolishing like the culinary like world right now, and I'm very proud of you.
Nick
I'm
Grant.
gonna ruin it. So for the BLTEE,
Need bread.
oh, we got bread.
No.
EETROC or whatever. I'm ignoring the super bagel. I'd probably add
Everything super bagel.
everything super bagel. That's what it is, right?
It's everything bagel seasoning.
but that's what makes the bagel super, though, right?
Sure.
I thought it was the atmosphere.
But you guys like actually made like a really good BLT, and like I was gonna throw out Sour Patch Kids like just to ruin it, but like no, I have to think. BLT with the
I'd eat this thing.
honestly, dude. Can we add some like maple glaze on it?
Ooh, a little drizzle of maple.
Yeah.
That could
Yeah,
pull up
that's
that
very
bacon.
good idea.
Nothing wrong with that.
That's
All
very
right.
good idea. Way to go, Preston.
Thank
What's
you.
your ingredient?
Mayo.
I offered you the BLT.
Okay, so we
I know,
have...
but that didn't tell us the ingredients.
I don't want to
Okay, I got it.
all of them.
So we have BLTE, EB, TBS, TRO,
SC for Swiss cheese.
SC, MG. God, that's so good. Rolls off the tongue.
That's a beautiful sandwich.
And I just had a stroke.
And that's the title of our episode.
TRO
All those letters.
SC.
I'll make it the subtitle.
Hey, read it backwards. That's the villain of this campaign.
Oh,
That sounds more like his finishing move.
Yes, and the BBG rises as we jump into episode 55 of the Godscar Chronicles. So the last time we were here, the party had begun to step deeper into the ruins of the Fallen Fathers, the ancient city, which seems to hold secrets that the party needs to uncover to continue their journey of restoring the Godscar. The band falls, more appropriately, into this ruin and begins to slowly make their way through it, encountering old groups of individuals who came here and died in their investigations, rooms filled with caustic water, and a very interesting sarcophagus or monolith. No, not a monolith, sorry. Monument, that's what I meant to say. That held a undead creature, but thanks to Zeph's quick wit, was able to avoid any bad scenarios. But nevertheless, the party then leaves those areas and begins to backtrack towards the first room they came into, before starting to realize that the prolonged amount of time down in this ruin is beginning to take a physical toll on the party.
Oh boy.
And I did roll, but I don't remember what it was. So for TBD and Glyph, I'm going to go ahead and roll for you. 3 points of poison damage for the prolonged exposure to this amber mist that hangs in the ruins that you guys are in currently.
We're being like hotbox with arsenic or something.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, so you are...
Something I can resist.
Are you resistant to poison?
I say, you did for us, you did acid damage.
You did acid.
Was it acid
for us,
damage?
Yeah.
Apologies.
That makes sense.
We have the reactive resistance stuff. I don't know how long it'll last. But
So that would have very quickly been
I
like,
guess it's just 3
guess I'm not
times.
getting sick.
Right, so in theory,
Dwarven
you
resilience.
could use it when I roll, but this is because you are... So, a peek behind the curtain. This is for every hour that you are in this area. So, it's not necessarily like you can react and avoid the damage. It's after an hour's worth of time, you have lost that much... You've taken that much damage.
Erosion,
So,
baby.
yeah, it's a longer, prolonged thing. It's not an instantaneous, like, oh god, I feel weaker. Like, it's just as time moves on, so...
I had temp
Do you have a
HP.
pen?
Yeah, because Preston did or Lucius did a motivational speech.
Still active.
So, as
Yeah.
long as you haven't taken
As
damage,
long-
then yes.
yeah. As long as
Yeah.
you still got temp HP, then you still got advantage on the next wisdom save thing.
Nice. Okay. But you guys have backpedaled into the first room we came in, the one with all the dioramas.
Yeah. And then we
after
realized we can't see
investigating 2 other rooms, one that had a large, strange, long dead crustacean and a couple of decomposed corpses of dwarves, and a second room that held a monument with a strange undead elven individual that almost came back to life, but thankfully you guys were able to avoid that. The other thing that you have noticed as you guys have made your way through these rooms is the very odd and yet strangely specific murals that line a lot of these walls. These massive designs made of paint and clay and other materials that are drawn out telling these elaborate stories, and the very strange text that seems to tell a different story every time you read it. I think that's everything that has happened so far. Thulgrin, you recently acquired a axe from one of the rooms that you now have in your possession. And I believe there was some other thing that was being...
We got magical items.
Right, something that was being identified during one of the rooms.
Well, I think all that we found out that was like magical from like the stuff we took.
We got a ring of power.
We got a ring of protection.
Oh, it was protection, not power?
The golden ring.
Oh, okay.
The golden ring is a ring of protection, and then the bracers is bracers of defense.
Correct.
And then we got
dibs on the ring.
breastplate, a pendant and a mask that was like worth some gold.
Yeah.
The
Mask is $350.
The mask was replaced. You don't have that anymore.
Oh, we don't have the mask. JK.
Because the
You're
mask
both
was
boys.
put back on the undead form.
But then he took it off.
Oh, he did take it off. Yes, thank you. Thank you for reminding me. I thought he left it on there. My bad. No, yeah, so you still have it.
He turned it off and on again, and then he realized the jade breastplate is $200. I don't
yeah.
wear that too.
So that's where you stand. You have 2 items identified. You didn't use any spell slots to do it. You did it ritually, I believe you can do
yes,
that?
he did.
Okay. But you have not identified the axe yet.
No.
So, all right. But you guys take your time to rest in that first room, waking up and realizing that you definitely are...
we went to sleep?
Did you take a rest, or did you just hang back there?
rested.
We realized that we couldn't sleep without taking continual damage.
Oh, that is correct.
So we
yeah,
decided
you
to
have been
run
down here for a
back.
little bit. You've realized that prolonged exposure is bad for you. So now you have, I believe I said you face a crossroads where you either stay and rest or press on.
I remember we decided to just send it. So,
Yeah, sure.
Like we started hustling, so we went last we left off. We were like about to go down that new hallway.
You were about to send that, yep, but I just wanted to make sure everyone was on the same page before you continued.
Also, in that mural, we figure out that my great grandfather, Fulgrim the First, was in the mural.
Okay. So what does it mean, though?
The hammer might be here.
With
Okay.
there was a party that was fighting a skeleton dragon in it.
The tiefling was the tallest one in the party.
A tiefling?
It was a bunch of
There was a
small
tiefling
people.
in there.
Yeah.
Okay. A
Yes.
skeletal dragon, that doesn't exactly sound like fun.
I can take it.
It sounds cool, but doesn't sound fun.
Oh, they ain't shit.
Okay. So you guys want to continue
Yeah,
back the
hallway.
way you can? Okay.
Hallway.
All right, so heading back into the first room with the... Oh, you also have a journal that I believe... Kenneth, do you have it, or do you give it to Glyph?
Whose journal?
The journal that the Delvers had.
I don't think that was decided, so it goes
Lucius
to
was the one
Glyph.
that found it, correct? Because you, Misty, stepped onto the crustacean
Yeah,
and found the journal, I think.
I think Zev was the one that actually looked at the bodies.
Zeph has it?
Yeah.
Okay, so Zeph technically has it, so if anybody else wants to who's in person...
over to my buddy.
Easy.
Oh, hey, thanks, mate.
Yeah.
My life partner.
The father to my children.
It keeps every like 6 or 7 episodes, Drew's like, hold my hand. Like, what?
What is
This
this?
is the last time before we start a campaign. I'm like, Drew, you know what we should do is make characters like best friends. And then nothing.
Yeah. Best friends to
dude.
lovers. That's
Hey, I love it.
back to best friends again.
Is that why he's been saying cloaca every episode?
tries to, at
Whoa,
least.
man.
Wake me up.
Nobody...
Ugh, I don't like that.
Can't believe how many times I've
Yeah,
edited that.
so I'd like to kind of be in the middle of the party. Well, but
Okay.
actually, I'm just going to have a pothole right in front of me, and I'm just going to have a hand on him, and I'm going to be rifling.
Through the journal?
Clearing it
Sure, go
away.
ahead and make an investigation check
Yeah.
to read through the journal for me.
Yeah, and I let you guys know that I'm not actively looking at anything but the journal, so don't let me fall into a pit of despair.
Yeah, but didn't you say you were taking... Were you saying you were taking up the front?
No. I said the middle, but I was
Oh, the
going to have a
middle?
pothole
Alright.
in front of me, so I had like my hand on something.
You can...
Okay.
Here.
You said investigation?
Yes, sir.
14.
14. Okay. So you'll start reading that, and we'll devolve information as necessary. Who is leading the front of this group as you head down?
I will.
This would be.
Can you see in the dark?
Yes, I still can actually, but not super well.
Okay.
This would be the western tunnel, I believe. Is
Well,
the ones you're going down.
Super well being 120 feet. Now I can see 60
okay.
feet.
That's
Because I'm not a warlock anymore, so I don't have that buff.
I mean,
Fulgrim has dark
I can
vision,
take
so-
the lead.
Okay.
That dark vision.
How about me, you, Kenneth, Glyph, and then you and Zeph hold up the rear?
Do we want to light a couple torches, or are we going to try?
Yeah, I have light. Yeah,
Okay, good, because
Just-
some of us have
Wait,
zero
hold on,
ability
just
to
let
see in
me-
the dark.
I'll just cast daylight again.
Again?
Bless.
Should we have someone
I
that
have
can
that
see in the dark in the back too?
And the daylight goes for 60 feet, so
60-foot
Oh,
radius
wait.
of
Okay, yeah.
bright daylight.
You know, this is going to do wonders for my circadian rhythm. I really appreciate that.
I figured everybody could use. Maybe we should get a little bit of bump since we're getting our vitamin D.
Okay.
I'd agree. I feel better than ever.
Yeah.
Seasonal depression. Who is she?
Oh, I'll tell you who she is. She is not nice.
She's fickle.
She's a baddie.
I know.
Like nothing yet very bad, actually.
Oh, guys.
Spot on.
Lucius is no.
My real life is blending with the.
Okay, so you're heading down
Blame the
this
simulation.
tunnel. Who's taking the lead?
I am.
Are you looking to avoid running into stuff?
I'll guide him.
Go ahead and
I'll
make
guide
a
him.
investigation check as you are.
Give him
I'll say
a
investigation or push.
19.
Okay, yes. Investigation or perception, if you.
and a D4, bro. Broseph.
Brody.
Nailed it. Remember when Grody was a
It's
word?
going to be a 20.
I love when people use Grody.
21. This hallway does not seem
Brody.
trapped. You make your way down it about 45 feet or so before reaching another set of stone doors.
Well, I guess we try to pop these open.
How many charges do I have left on the staff?
On the secrets.
There is, with a 21, you can
I have
also
one
tell
left.
that the door is not appear to be locked. However, it is stone doors, so they do appear to be heavy. But there is no obvious signs of traps on these doors as well.
All right.
So,
Somebody want to get one door and I'll get the other. They're fairly heavy.
Yeah, that's for the strong people. I'm
Yeah,
gonna.
they kind of pushed Pothole in front of me. I'm like, he's got it.
Pothole.
Hey, mate, could you do that? I don't want to assume, but could you please, if you would?
Yeah, I'll put
Well,
my
strength
shoulder.
check.
but we'll shoot check. Yeah.
Pothole's assisting you. Oh,
Nat
nice.
20. We're killing it
Oh yeah,
tonight.
you guys are doing great. With ease, you set your hands to the door
Set
and
feminism back.
push them open, leading into a little bit of a bigger room. This room appears to be like a bit of a squarish room with two little protrusions on either side. But what you see is a room that is wet, walls covered with a slimy white buildup. There's about 1.5 inches of water and mud that blankets the entire floor. Many overturned pedestals and pieces of broken statuary lie on the floor, partially buried in the mud and the water. Opposite of this room is another set of doors. Only one pedestal remains standing in the northwest corner. On it sits a small, metallic, three-sided pyramid. Overhead, in the shadow-draped ceiling, are inlaid colorings depicting another mural. Thank you. And that's what you see.
Does this mural have any text or anything?
It does indeed. It has the strange runic text etched across pretty much the entirety of the edge of it, almost making a frame to the image that you see above. The image you see is one of a temple
Okay.
high up in a mountainous range.
Oh.
As you go from left to right on this image, you can see the temple on one side with individuals, very minuscule in size, but appear to be working, living, training at this temple.
Could one conjecture, do they look dwarvish at all?
They do not.
Okay.
As the mural pans to the right, however, you begin to watch as the other side of this mountain and temple are in flames. The temple burned and crumbling. And you can see many, many dead forms kind of scattered throughout the depiction. You also see a line of about a dozen or so of these individuals chained and tied, walking single file towards a ship.
That's TBD.
A ship
PTSD.
that you have not seen in a very long time.
PTSD.
TBD.
Yeah, the way you said that sounded like we're ending.
TBPTS.
And that's where we're gonna.
We got like 5 minutes.
Anybody recognize that ship?
Unfortunately.
I think we all do. Organize the shit.
Yeah, some of you actually, if given enough thought, you probably
That ship
seen
blew
this
up,
ship
bro.
too.
Oh, yeah, remember there was the shipwreck that we took out when they had the guys on it?
Yeah, those. The robber guys.
Yep.
Were the Pinkertons or something like that?
Was it the Pinkertons or was
The Pinkertons are who blew
Pickertons.
it. That's what I'm
People
saying.
that blew it
That
up?
threw it
Picker,
up.
yes.
Pinkertons, not Pinkertons, because that's from Red Dead Redemption.
There are other intellectual properties that would get mad at me if I
that's
called them
possible.
Pinkertons.
You know what? We can take on Rockstar Games.
I'm sure we could. What else are they
I
doing
mean,
right now?
Pinkertons is
Come on,
actually
boy.
like a
Yeah.
Western thing.
No, they are a real
Call
thing.
them,
No,
yes.
for sure. I just don't want someone to like get offended if I call them Pinkertons because they're just. Anyhow, point is they're called Pickertons because I'm a creative genius.
You are.
Moving on.
Slay.
Oh. All right, so I guess did it have text on it?
It does. There's text bordering it.
What does it say?
The text reads in Sylvan,
Okay.
which is another language that you read. The story of
No.
Elvish.
Yeah.
That
I know
Sylvan,
Elvish.
Same thing.
Same thing.
The story reads of a horrible massacre at a temple where those who survived were sold off as slaves.
Oh.
Does TBD have any like knee-jerk reaction?
I'll tell him what he says because I don't know if he speaks Elvish or not.
TBD can read it.
Oh.
It's in common for you, TBD.
Oh.
How?
It's not magical, apparently.
Like little subtitles underneath it?
No, the text that goes around it, you can't understand how, but for some reason it reads as if you were reading in common.
God damn, that's complicated. I could have done common too.
But it doesn't read for you in common.
You read,
I'm gonna
these
try to
girls
read it.
everything.
It reads for you in Draconian.
I nailed it.
Is it a different story?
And the story is of a long-lost son.
A little prodigal situation.
It's the same thing that happened
And the last
It's
room.
very
in the
similar to
last
the other
room.
mural. that had
And the other
same-
mural, it read differently for everybody.
Well, I mean,
Pause.
if these people were like,
I don't know what happened in the last room.
So
Pause.
every mural seems to be incorporated with this strange text, a text that reads differently to each individual who reads it and reads a different story to everyone who reads it. The first room had a mural that showed... Someone help me out here. I forgot.
So first room was
Zeph and Glyph,
it was
right?
Zeph and Glyph watching the door. And I'm
That
pretty
was the
sure you're-
dioramas, yes.
You're
I was there for that
You're there
one.
for
Yeah,
that.
the-
You missed mine.
The crustacean room, which is that one.
Mine said.
Oh, it's the individual who looks like Lucius. On one side of them, the world is full of life. The other side of them, the world is full of death.
Ooh.
yeah.
And how'd
and
you
then
do
in
that?
the-
How'd you decipher or whatever that room?
Everyone just read. Oh, like how we beat it. Like
Yeah.
we didn't do anything.
There's nothing
It
in-
was really
there's
nothing.
nothing.
All that room seemed to be already triggered at that point.
Yeah, it was
with all the
whatever was
corpses
there
and
was
stuff.
long gone. And then in the monument room where the undead creature was
The quiz.
subtly avoided, the depiction was of a adventuring party fighting a skeletal bone dragon.
That was pretty cool.
And Thulgrin recognized one of the individuals as a early ancestor, Thulgrin the First.
Grandpappy, great.
Did you have to do anything in that room to get out, or you just kept going?
Nope.
They backtracked and came back to because there was no other way to go there. It was just a side room.
yeah. For yeah.
But yeah. So this room has this depiction. So with the story that is read differently to each individual. Anyone want to do anything while you're in this room?
Yeah. Lucius was seeing if TBD had any like knee-jerk reaction to it.
Just staring blankly with eyes wide open.
Yeah. Lucius is gonna put his hand on his shoulder, make sure he's
Like,
okay.
I think this is my story.
Yeah, I'd say.
It's pretty dark.
That's why I wish Drew was here, because Drew would definitely be asking him if he was alright.
Yeah.
He would be like, "Are you alright, TBD?"
Baby boy.
Yeah.
buddy, are you doing okay? No, see, I lean way too much into Roy Kent.
That's what it's supposed to be.
It's pretty close to that.
I love Ted Lasso.
Alright. Anyone want to do anything while
I
you're
just
here?
don't know what I'm supposed to do.
I guess I'll try. You said there's
don't really do anything
water
with
on
it.
the floor?
There is mud and water, about an inch and a half of water and mud blanketing the floor.
Then we got
Okay, and like a gross white
don't know if
substance
they
on
heard.
the wall.
Slimy white buildup on the walls.
I'd say
Slimy.
probably don't touch that unless it's for science.
I'm touching it for science.
Oh yeah, I mean you've got your alchemy kit, don't you?
Oh shit.
Yeah, why don't you?
I have an
take it?
herbalist kit. I make potions.
I mean,
I haven't made a potion in a long time. Why haven't I made? Oh yeah, because we were like fighting for our lives and saving the world and
yeah,
stuff.
that's why. Could you maybe deduce what you think this is? I mean,
Sure, I can try. Sure.
I would
What
got
skill
my
would that be?
multi-tool and I get like a little.
Easy enough. We had this discussion last week. Most of this underground area is built up with caustic lime and limestone.
Okay.
So everything in here, the acidic kind of battery smell that you had when you first came down here, was of the lime that builds up.
Oh.
The room before you reach the monument room, you actually had to avoid taking acid damage because of how like thick it is on the walls and the floors and stuff. And as a note, as you guys have spent time down here, you will begin to notice, for those who do not have magical armor, your clothes, armor, and anything you are wearing will start to hit and start to deteriorate as time goes on as well. It hasn't yet, because you haven't spent enough time submerging the stuff.
Y'all,
but
we need to go quicker.
The more time you will spend.
Lucius takes his long ass tapestry that used to be over the coffin.
Mm-hmm.
He takes it off, like he wears it kind of like a cape. Mm-hmm. He takes it off and then shoves it all into his bag. And he's like, no. Puts it up.
Glyph says, guys, it already happened. And you pan over and, like, literally just where his nipples are is pitted out. And everything else is still fully...
Bro, he's ripped, though. He's ripped. He chisels.
Great pecs for a lizard, which is anatomically incorrect.
We're, like, sculpted.
Okay, so you have the doors in front of you and the only standing pedestal to the northwest corner.
You said three-sided pyramid?
Mm-hmm.
So we can't see the bottom, is what you mean.
Were there...
No, the pedestal and the little pyramid on top of it. Little metal pyramid.
Were there other pyramids that have collapsed? You said that, right? Or not, pedestals.
Overturned pedestals and broken statuary lie on the floor, partially buried in the mud.
Can I kind of look at the stuff that's buried while he
You'd have to dig through it, because it's buried in the mud.
Getting dirty?
What?
Dig check.
Do we have presentation?
Hold on. I got a shovel.
Let me help you. I could turn into a badger.
I could turn into a shovel.
No, that would be
Your
cool.
shovel does not immediately show signs of wear, but you do start dipping your unmagical shovel into caustic lime water and mud.
You know what? I'm
make an
cast
investigation.
Cure wounds on it.
Doesn't work that way. Go ahead and make an
Cast
investigation
mending,
check.
that'll make it magic.
Well, if he has magical weapon on the shovel.
Damn it!
Then it
Drew
would
is
work.
not here to do it. He could be casting mending on the stuff that's starting to fall
true.
apart.
Cast mending.
Yeah, literally,
Guidance.
he wants to try to like cast mending on stuff he never gets to.
You know what?
This
The
would be
only
the
thing
time
that I
to do
have
it.
is magical.
Gosh dang it.
That's tragic.
Gun.
Very, very tragic.
Digging through the business.
I mean, it does not affect it if
This
it's
is the
magical.
ass end of the gun.
Make
I
an
have the
investigation
flying
check.
broom.
But that's bad gun
The other end of the
management.
flying broom.
Just sweep with the flying broom.
Anyone else want to do anything while you're doing this?
Yeah, I want to go up to the pedestal with the pyramid on it.
23 for investigation. That's a nat 20.
Guidance.
23.
You were guided. Guidance.
Not 20?
Yeah, that's a nat 20. Oh, I had guidance.
It is... Uno.
24.
Oh,
Jack Bauer.
there's nothing of value in the floor.
Son of a bitch!
Hey, that's a check. That's a check mark. You did
Yeah,
good.
that's true, that's
you
true.
did good. Can I? Lucius is gonna go towards the pedestal and he's gonna grab someone. I think he's gonna grab TBD. TBD, be my bodyguard. Lucius is trying to distract him from the horrible the mural on the wall. So he's like, come over
Me
here.
in my head is just like staring back at the.
Oh, no need to look at that. Come on, let's go this way. Look, adventure.
Okay.
Drive to the pedestal. Like, can you describe it into like more detail? Like,
It is a pedestal made of the same kind of orangish yellow stonework with strange glyphs and writing all up and down it, very similar to the four monoliths in the monument room. The pedestal is about chest height. The metallic three-sided pyramid sets on top of it. Pretty not very impressive. It just seems to be a very simplistic metallic pyramid. No writing, no distinctive marks on it. It just sets on the pedestal.
hey, TBD,
Yep.
do we mess with it? See what happens.
I mean, I am kind of curious.
Like, well, the thing is, like, we won't know until we mess with it if anything happens. So how big is this? Like
About a foot at its base.
Lucius puts both hands on it at the same time, grabs it from both sides, and he's like,
Cold to the touch.
I was like, I don't know why, but I think I can twist this. I don't know. And I try to twist it.
Moves freely.
Oh!
It doesn't do anything, just
I
twist.
just did it again.
Moves again.
Guys, this thing twist. This is cool. I'm just gonna keep on twisting it. I'm just enjoying myself.
Spins freely. Eventually, it starts to slowly make its way to the one side of the pillar as you are just like twisting it in one
Oh,
direction.
it's not even set in.
No, not even close.
Unscrewing it.
Yeah. And then I pick it up then.
It's a little weighty.
It's a little weighty.
It's
I have
probably
8
about
strength.
15 pounds, but it's not. but it's not.
This is dangerous for me to hold it like this.
Yeah. You have the metallic pyramid.
Can I look under on the face that was flushed against the thing? Is there anything on the face?
No writing.
Anything on the pedestal under that was covered up by it?
Nope.
No.
Well,
Metal thing.
trash it, I guess.
Was there any recesses in the previous rooms?
No.
Okay.
I mean, we broke stuff in that other room and found a key. I don't know if we need anything right now, but...
No sound.
Alright. I'm like... Here you go, TBD. You're stronger than me, and I'm literally gonna die if I keep on holding this.
15 pounds. That's
I
like...
pick it up and hold.
I can barely hold my own weight.
You hang onto the pyramid.
Is there... Ooh, on that pyramid, is there any... like... recesses or anything, or any indents, or anything?
Nope.
Seems like a simple...
Press everything on that pyramid.
There's nothing to press on that pyramid, right?
Nothing happens.
Should I break it?
I
can try to.
don't think that's a good idea.
But I think this might be like a key to something else. Is my theory.
I'm gonna put on my glasses and look at it. Can I try and virtually cast Identify on this thing explicitly?
It'll take you 10 minutes to do it.
I ain't
wanna
worth
stay in
it.
here
We
for
know
10
where
minutes?
it is.
Okay, right on. No. Worth it then.
So you take the... Are you leaving it or taking it with you?
I'm gonna take like the rope of climbing and tie it to my back somehow and just
Easy
take it
enough
with
to
me.
do. I mean,
Use as a
you
weapon.
also have a bag you could put it into. It's not like...
Oh yeah.
It's only about
no,
a foot.
no.
It's only about a foot, so it's not like a huge pyramid, but it's a...
Calvin,
Whatever's
you
the
just said it's
easiest
only
one.
about a
It's
foot.
probably the bag.
That's a...
There we go.
God,
And we're back.
guys.
Inspiration.
All right, so make note that you have that metal pyramid in your possession, in case you want to look at it later. Okay. The room has two stone doors on the other side. You are free to open them if you please.
Yeah.
Wanna push on?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep, I think it's a good idea.
Pushing open these two doors, they open up. The water in the room immediately begins to spill out and begins to flow down the stonework of this hallway as it kind of descends just a little bit of a down gradient.
I
But
think
you
that means
guys-
we're going the right way, right?
It's the only way we
It's the
can
only
go.
way we can go.
That's true.
So you guys continue down. Go ahead and pull up the next thing. As you continue down this chamber, you can see it's a long hallway, maybe about 20 feet wide. Give me a second. This hallway is 20 feet wide and has
That's a fat
pillars of
hallway.
rubble and debris scattered along its length. The walls are covered in depictions, more murals, some small, some covering the entirety of these walls. The south wall, so basically straight on from where you guys are going. Well, wait, no. South? No, you guys are going west. You guys are going west. So the south wall, which would be... So as you're looking down, would be this wall right here. Mm-hmm. So to the left of you guys. The south wall displays one very large mural. The northern wall also displays a few smaller murals. So if you get close, you guys can look at this. This hall actually goes pretty far down. It goes about... Apologies while I look at this in greater detail.
I'll carefully walk over to the bigger mural.
This hall is at least 100 feet down. And just stretches. So even with your light, you can't see the end of it. Let's see. Yeah, so the wall goes further down. You can't see what's beyond it. At the end that you guys are standing on, there's these stone doors. And that's, because of because of your lack of range of vision, you don't see much beyond it. But you see murals on either side and a continuing hallway into unknown.
I'm gonna walk to the bigger mural and see what I find.
Absolutely. This mural, very similar to all the other ones in
north?
design. What's that?
South
This would be the.
West wall.
This would be you were looking.
No,
west. So this would be
heading
the southern wall
Southern wall? Okay. That's for notes.
for sure. Apologies. The southern wall has a very large mural, which is what appears to be. Apologies, I need to find it real quick. It looks to be several elves you guys have seen the mural in the first hallway you walked through, which was the mural of a bunch of elven individuals bowing to a giant green dragon. Mm-hmm. This depiction is a very similar scene, same scenery and same kind of setup, except all of the elven individuals you can see in it are dead. Their bodies either broken or torn or even burned. And you can see that the village that they are in is dismantled and destroyed.
Is there still, like, iconography of dragon in it? Or?
There's iconography of dragons in what they wear and in their village.
Yeah.
But the dragon that was seen in the first depiction is no longer seen in this one. In fact, somebody make an intelligence check for me as you're looking at this
It's going to
thing.
be me.
Oh, I'm the only one. Did you guys come with me?
I mean, I would say within enough time they can look at it if they want. But you can make one too if you want, because you did walk up there. So make an intelligence check for me.
So intelligent, bro.
21.
Just want to see
That's
how
not
well
bad.
Fulgrim does.
That's going to be 18.
18. The depictions of destruction seem to coincide with a large creature attacking the village. Almost like if a dragon attacked.
Seems pretty easy to put 2 and 2 together.
That
on that one,
tracks. Any
so.
text on either of these walls? What does the text read?
Yeah, what does it mean?
You'll have to move down the wall to read more of this text, if you would like to.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Okay. The story reads in separate languages. So Dwarvish for you, this would be Common for you. The story reads for you, Fulgrim, of a race of beings who tested the patience of the gods and were quickly brought low because of it. Kenneth, you read a story of a golden age for a race of elves who, for some unknown reason, were cursed, and thus bringing a quick and painful end to their race.
Okay, I will tell others what I read.
Okay.
And you all want to come over here and read this too to see
I'll read it.
if it's anything
the reading
for
test.
you guys.
For you, it is in... what other languages do you speak, just for fun?
All of the languages I speak,
Cool.
Draconic and Dwarvish.
Okay, for you could read it in Dwarvish.
Okay.
The Dwarvish reading is of a race of elves who worshipped dragons and swore fealty to them, and then betrayed one of the dragons, and were brought to their knees, quickly brought to their knees because of their betrayal.
Right. That's not good.
Anybody else want to read it to see if they
Sure.
read
I'll read
anything
it.
different?
I know Common, Elvish, Celestial.
Celestial. All right, so we'll go with that one. For the sake of brevity, we will say that as you read these are in languages that these will be in languages you know, but it will always be different for each individual. There may be some crossover, obviously, because people speak different things, but the language will always be different from somebody else, and it will also be a different story every time you read it. So, for the sake of brevity, in case you guys want to just know
For sure.
what it is, would you like to know a story, Lucius, or do you?
Yeah.
Sure.
Lucius loves stories.
For sure. You read the story from the dragon's perspective.
Okay.
Speaking of a burden of leadership for these elves, a burden that quickly turned the dragon's mind to madness.
Ooh.
Almost like a psychotic break. And before they knew what was happening, they slew their followers.
Oh.
So, but that is the largest one that you can see as you guys are moving down here. Anyone wanting to look carefully as you go down, or you just want to look at the rest of this hallway?
I'll look carefully.
Okay. Investigation or perception, your choice.
I would start. Going towards the north wall.
Sure.
That's almost so good, Matt.
I'll look carefully too.
I'll look recklessly.
Ooh, reckless.
Go ahead and make an investigation or perception, your choice.
Reckless intimidation.
19.
That's so
19.
cute.
The room does not appear trapped in any way, but as you guys make your way further down, about 100 feet or so, you notice quickly that your lights or your dark vision quickly are snuffed out as you move further away from your friends, so you can't see your friends the further you move down because of the amber mist and also the fact that it is dark down here. But you can call out to each other. There's no fear of that. But you can make your way all the way down to the end, and what you can see, TBD, is at the very end of this room, there is double bronze doors with an arch built in an arch-like fashion, with the form of twinning serpents emblazoned into the bronze doors. You said you rolled a 19?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say, just for the sake of this, because I want to see if it works, Zeph would have given you guidance, because I believe he can do that.
Yeah, you can.
What is that again? A 4?
Yep, add a D4 to your roll.
3. So, 22.
22. You also notice about halfway down as you're moving, one of the murals has a odd... an odd inconsistency where most of these have been built beautifully or designed beautifully. One of them seems to have a weird kind of misalignment in some of its like stonework. So like kind of one of like slightly shifted, like a line where like it kind of shifts just a little bit. About halfway down on this would be the northern wall with all the smaller murals on it. Just as a note.
Hey, guys, did you guys notice that this mural looks a little different than the others? Just doesn't seem as straight.
Is there anything to read?
The mural that you see there...
This is the northern wall, right?
This is on the northern wall. Mm. This would be... and as you look down the entire wall, you can see there are 3 murals in total on this northern wall.
Okay.
The one that you see in the middle is one of a Leonin, left for dead in the middle of a forest, with a dark shadow looming above it.
Is that the one that's kind of misaligned?
Yeah, there's like just on one part of it, there's just like one of the trees. It's like looks like it just slightly, one side looks a little higher than the other, or like the roots just don't line up very symmetrically or something like that. It's just a weird kind of like a line kind of.
I'm gonna guess this might be a friend Aramir.
I mean, I don't know a Leonin that looks that badass, you know?
It's just odd to me that all these things are like either people we know or things that have happened that we know about. How did all this
Get here?
stuff get here?
At what time?
Like, yeah, like at what time, Mike? Do they have like oracles or?
As you've been reading the journal, you come across an entry from the Delvers that came before you guys.
Okay.
The entry seems to indicate that they came across many murals in their delving down here. Murals of things that they themselves recognized as things that had happened. And stories of things that, in the words of the journal entry, could have happened. But the Delver writes it off as not understanding magic very well and not really sure why. But it seems to be that these murals are predicting the future or possibilities.
Yeah, I think mostly what these murals are doing is kind of posing theoreticals. Like this could be something that could happen, and I think
I'm not thinking it's all from the future. Why would I have seen a mural on my great 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 grandpa?
Yeah.
Yeah, but what if that's not him? What if it's actually you? You look old right now.
Well,
Yeah, but I'm not a tiefling.
There's
We
no
don't have 3 little
tiefling
guys.
in our party.
you said
Also,
it
he
was
has a
stuff that
hammer.
they themselves recognized, though, too.
Some of it was.
Some of it.
Some of it.
Yeah, and it could be that a bunch of these things are missing.
Maybe
Is there
this
any
temple.
room in the back of this journal? Maybe you could keep notes as we go.
Appendix. Oh no! Oh,
I have a journal. I have a
Also,
journal that I take notes on.
addendums.
In this journal, did the Delvers happen to maybe potentially
read what they saw.
Typically, usually when we're delving, we take notes or make some sort of map or something of the cave and mines that we're going in. Did they happen to put that in the journal?
Yeah, I put my thumb in the page that I'm in and just kind of like flip book through it to see if I can find a map real quick.
I'll give it right back to you, but
it definitely
look at that?
did have towards the back. There seems to have been a spot where it had been drawn, but that was the part. That part, for some reason, has faded over time, maybe perhaps exposed to the elements, but the papers back there are much more yellowed and deteriorating. The ones near the center of the journal are more preserved, but the outside and kind of like edges of it are definitely starting to fall apart, so you have to be careful when you do it. But yeah, any map drawing they did has not survived the time that's been down here.
I just want to bring up with the group.
Is there any way you could potentially mend this?
Mending does not restore ink.
Things.
That is a very specific thing that it does. And he will tell you that mending does not restore ink.
I can show here the pages.
I could just become a squid and I could ink onto the page and it would absorb where the ink was originally and it would reveal the map.
Can you do that like graphite
like
thing?
I mean, I do have
like a leaf rubbing?
yeah.
I will say, you did roll 14 on your investigation for that journal, right?
Yes.
The only other thing that you can glean from it, as of right now, is that the Delvers assumed the age of this was beyond the time that age was recorded.
Okay.
So nothing in this ruin dates to a time that is recorded time.
So it's like a tale as old as time, except before then.
So it's some ancient temple that adapts, like, its prophecies.
I mean, these people were pretty mystical, and they kind of did focus on the idea of possible futures.
Yeah, it seems so.
So it could be that, you know, hey, we're going to draw this thing, and this is the mural, because this is what we feel like whomever has given us. And then we're going to write magically using, I don't want to use the word glyphs, it feels too...
But the thing is that, like, whenever I try to use detect magic, it wasn't magical. Like, the text wasn't magical.
Okay.
So, like, is this something that transcends our understanding of magical?
It could be. I mean, if this is like as old was, I mean.
Well, I mean, like, is this a temple to? This is not a temple to. We're temple to Tal, right?
So your guess is better than mine, man.
I mean, like, he's the god of physical things, physical world, and I would not be surprised if these kind of runes had something that's beyond. I mean, as a child of rune or whatever the hell, it's something that transcends that.
Well, I mean, I think we keep it in mind as we go, and maybe, if possible, take some of our own notes.
Trust me, I am.
I have, like, cartographer's tools. Could I, like, keep a small record of, like, the area that we've gone through, too?
For sure.
You know, just in case our corpses wind up in here and the next group of people need something
The
to
next
go off
Valunka,
of.
wherever the heck.
Yeah, you know.
That's nice for you.
You know, the next chosen can make it further than we did.
There are definitely two other murals that haven't been looked at yet.
Yeah.
Just as a heads up.
Ah,
I'm sure you got those. Fair enough. We will move on without those being reviewed.
No, please. I don't think that was the verbiage.
I have
that
a
was
section
used.
just for the north wall. I need to.
All right. There are
curiosity.
two other smaller murals. The first one that you can see, which is the closest to the entrance that you guys came in, shows a single individual standing on top of a mountain. This individual is dressed in very fine robes with long, kind of blonde hair. They have a mark emblazoned on their chest.
Oh, I know what this mural is.
They appear to be striking down a demon lord.
I know what it reads.
While three large entities in the sky seem to be aiding this individual.
What's it say?
Can you take
The story, speaks of a chosen champion of the gods who struck down a Demon King and save the world from annihilation.
I'm not familiar with this one.
I'm gonna take a look at it and like, hey, most demons are proficient in what element?
Fire, right?
Bingo.
Scaring.
No, that too. What is it that we're chasing right now explicitly?
A god, right?
Okay, that's part of it. What's another leg of the journey?
The balefire?
Bingo!
Ooh, yeah.
What if one of us is a prophesied chosen champion?
Hey, what if you get blonde hair and like chest tattoos?
You know, I've talked to you about that one too many times, and I'm not going over it again. I'm not doing it.
I think you look cool with tattoos.
Look badass, yeah. Who doesn't?
Wigs are
Right.
easy to come by.
Most people get tattoos because they don't have good personalities, so they just like, look, I look really cool.
Well, you're just expressing yourself through
allegedly,
your skin,
yeah. That's what it
Through
is.
the fourth wall, you have so many.
Yeah, I did not make eye contact with
Can I
him
roll a religion check
when I
on
made
that?
Make a
tattoo
religion
joke.
check.
to see if I've ever heard of something like this. Because, like,
Your tattoos
telling me a
taste
chosen
good.
champion destroyed a demon lord, Lucius Kane is a nerd.
Yeah.
You would love that shit.
Love that. That'd be a great story.
So, yeah, I'm gonna roll.
Lucius pulls out his book and writes a death
actually-
note at the top of it.
Yeah, natural 20.
Hey!
Natural 20 plus, I think it's 3 or 4
You've
or 5 or 6 or 7 or 8.
guided.
I love this game.
Plus 4, so 24.
You're guided.
I'm guided, thanks, Zeph.
No problem.
We don't even need Drew.
Who?
25.
Sorry.
That's your dad.
I mean, he is a nat 20, so it's a
Yeah, but if I
great job.
possibly physically could not remember this.
In all of the things that you have studied, read, and understood in the histories of Talrud Mall, there is no record to your knowledge of a chosen one who struck down a demon.
Guys, if we come out of this, I'm gonna make the most profitable book series ever.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying it now. I have never heard of a story like this. And trust me, I would.
It's a farmer's almanac or something.
Lucius just writes starts just book, like...
Sure.
Yeah.
With a natural 20, you also know
Yeah.
the demon king that is spoken here
Yeah.
goes by the name Levistus.
Levistus?
Oh,
okay. Lucius is a good listener, and his best friend for a while was Oihana.
That's true.
This bitch.
Even more interesting, because of your ties to Ohiana's backstory, according to her family believes Levistus is alive.
Yes.
So this story makes even more nonsense in that somebody supposedly killed a demon.
So, guys, this is weird. So, this doesn't help give context to the piece because Oiana's family says Levis is still alive and, like, worships him and, like, wait for him to come back. And then here, this beautiful golden-haired guy or person strikes down Levistus. Mm-hmm. Levistus.
Okay, yeah, I know. I'm aware. Yeah,
The guy that's encased in ice, right?
Supposedly.
I'm such a good listener. Guy encased in ice. I just like.
Yeah, the histories that have been passed
Saying
down.
all this and I don't know.
The histories that have been passed down through most of
Demon King.
Okay.
through most of history is that Levistus was trapped in ice.
Oh. Well.
I mean, how many times do people have to beat him down?
As many as it takes.
As many as it takes.
The third mural,
Thank you.
Oh yeah.
the last one on this wall, depicts a brownish
Spider.
lizard-like individual with strange runes drawn across their body and what looks like fire billowing from within them.
Oh, shit.
This individual is standing over a charred field. And that field is covered in a dozen, 20, 30 bodies. All of them, same autonomy, slightly different colorations.
Alright, what's their autonomy?
Draconian in style.
Okay, that's not great.
So wait, you
for
said
us.
the
So
field's
is this-
littered with corpses of draconian corpses.
Looks
Is
like
that
draconian.
bastard balefire
Yeah.
killing your kin or something?
Could be. What's the
Looks like you already
say
did
on
it
that
in
one?
this one.
The story is of a
It's a cookout.
betrayed brother who slew his family.
Okay, yeah, that's
That's
part
one
of the
take.
course. He thinks he's been betrayed by us.
So is he the one that killed everybody you knew then?
No.
Not
I don't think so.
I don't think
no, originally you've heard of the Union. You dwarves heard of the Union and all that. The Union, and let me know if I'm overstepping.
Oh, you
here.
got it, mate. You're a great listener.
Thank you. I'm all flustered now. So the Union and Emeraldi basically had some project going on together where they were creating beautiful creatures like them.
Bingo.
Right. I grasp a little bit of that.
So originally, I assumed that Emeraldi gathered his kin and stuff and tried to, and I assumed that the Union was the ones behind of trying to shut down this operation.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't originally Balefire, but Balefire is definitely just a sad byproduct of that kind of tragic.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
Alright, fair enough.
Okay.
What does it say to me?
This guy sucks.
It tells a story of
That's all it says.
the end of the Draconians.
Oh.
I don't freaking think so. Read it again.
It's Tales the End.
Go ahead, read it again. What's it say this time?
The definitive end.
Period.
No, listen. That's a boring story.
Yeah,
And as
don't
you're
write
reading
that one.
you do happen to notice that 3 of the corpses that are in this burned field, 1 green, 1 emerald,
Shit.
and 1 white.
Oh, fuck.
Is that you guys?
Yeah, that's us.
Probably.
I'm
White.
boring green. One's emerald. The other's pearlescent.
I wonder.
Plot hole's not there, though.
No, but here's the thing.
W.
Here's the thing. How are you guys there along with the bodies of a whole bunch of other
I think it's more symbolic.
Draconians? Maybe
Yeah,
if
it's
this
more
is
of like a, hey, I'm gonna burn down everything that
Also,
you
these are
stand
possible futures, so that we gathered.
For. Yeah, you know.
what a Balefire is making an army like he was with those freaking things.
Well, he's gonna char it apparently.
I've been saying.
The thing is that
You're gonna throw up.
Yep.
I doubt Balefire.
Sorry, sympathetic pupils.
True. Sorry, empaths.
It sounds like a video game noise. That's not sound like a...
No, Matt sounds like he's farting into a recliner.
That was weird. or getting up by the recliner, claiming that it's the noise the recliner makes.
I'm
and
sorry,
not
just a
him.
lazy boy. Yeah, I know, it was the lazy boy.
Matt is hardworking and industrious.
And also, he farts. So what?
And this man forts.
He farts.
Horde.
Okay, so that is this hall. You have the brass doors on one end,
Yes.
and TBD is still standing by the strange misalignment on his
Yeah.
end.
Is there anything I can do with it? Like
Make
trying to.
an investigation check if you want to.
Oh, puzzle game it?
15.
15. You feel like, much like those little traffic games where you can kind of like slide the little squares around, you feel like you
I
can
love
kind
those.
of like move some of the squares to like realign them.
It's like those photos that are all jumbled up.
Yes, kind of like those jumbo photos.
capture.
But not as obvious. This one's very subtle. But yeah, you could probably shift a couple of the little mosaics to like realign them.
We're having a
if you
beautiful
wanted
mind
to.
moment
Yeah,
right
you've
now.
got to select all of the ones that have traffic signs.
Cars. This one's just cars.
Trying to make sure you're not thoroughly
But yeah, if you want to shift a couple of them around, you're more than welcome to. As you kind of push the last one into place, realigning this tree that has been misaligned, you hear a soft and as that happens, you feel the wall slightly give in.
I push in further.
A secret door opens up to you.
Nice.
I'm assuming it's dark in there.
It is dark.
Anyone?
I'll
Guys,
move over to the other side.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
my daylight will reach.
For sure.
Whoa, whoa.
I mean, I feel like I'm already kind of over here. And it
Secret
goes at
door.
least-
Yeah, I would
I
say
don't
that
know.
you can just kind of point out a place.
Code
and be like,
door?
hey, look at this thing.
Yeah.
Code door, guys. Code door.
Go door. Oh.
No, why?
Okay.
I'm gonna go. Yeah, let's
I'm gonna
through.
go to the. I think we all gather at the cool
Yeah,
secret door.
I'll follow you, buddy.
It is about a 40 to 50 foot hallway that turns to the left at the end of it.
Well, I guess we're going to the left.
Is anybody gonna check for traps and stuff?
Okay. Anybody want to check for traps? Go ahead and make an investigation check or perception,
Matt,
your
I'm gonna
choice.
guide you.
Oh god, you.
Perception. Guided. Wait.
Guided.
Oh,
Guided
God.
by the light.
okay, 21.
21.
Noise.
You see,
All the traps.
as you're looking across the floor, nothing. And then you glance up. And you can see overhead, you notice two narrow bands of copper extending from one side of the wall to the other.
No.
There's a gap between them, and there's a gap between the copper and the surrounding stone. Makes you think that something could come down from there.
Something's gonna try to slice us in half, I bet.
Okay.
Do you have a rock thing?
Does it? Can I follow, like, where or what would, like, trip it?
With the 21,
Yeah.
you assume that in order for those to come down, something below has to trigger it. So looking around with your 21, I would say you do notice that there appears to be indentations on either side of the walls, just where the copper, mirroring the copper above, there are little indentations on either side of the walls. And stooping down and being careful not to get in front of them, you feel like these holes go deeper and seem to be some sort of I'm trying to think of the word here, some sort of a detection mechanism to when if something passes over it, something triggers.
So I will relay this information. Should we just try to trip it with something else?
Yeah.
Vene?
No.
Well, I mean, would any...
You could put your hand in front. It's not like you don't
okay.
have to get in to trigger it.
Oh, okay.
It's right
Just
underneath.
do the old wake up.
Yeah, I'll do that.
So you just put your hand in front of it and pull it back out. A moment passes and nothing happens.
And a boulder.
And then you hear a faint,
No longer conflicted.
and you watch as two portcullises drop and block off about a 40-foot section of the tunnel that you're in. These are solid portcullises. You cannot see through them,
How dare you?
and your way is now effectively blocked.
Well, that's a real
Put
easy
my
way to
hand
say-
over it again.
It is covered by the portcullis now.
So these portcullises are blocking the new entrance, or are they blocking?
So you open the secret door, walk
Yeah.
about 20 feet, and now there's a giant portcullis in front of you that you triggered to close.
Well, if ever there's a sign from the gods, it's this one. I gotta turn back around.
Turn back around, yeah. As you are walking away, anybody with a decent
Might have been
perception
trap.
can hear the faint sound of sand.
I hate sand.
It's core.
You incentivize them by you incentivize them. That's such a good the architecture here. Dog shit and evil and cruel, but that guy's a genius. Whoever designed this. You make a secret room and they're like, "Oh, I'm not supposed to be here," and then you go in there and then you die. That's so smart.
I'm gonna look around and see if there's some, like, see if I can figure out where the sand's coming from, because I'm worried that
Is it
maybe...
beyond the...
It is
Something's-
behind the portcullises.
Son of a
Oh,
bitch.
right.
Good job, Kenneth.
We
And
did.
it sounds like it is slowly beginning to fill that room.
So that's probably a good thing.
It's probably
It's
good.
just
Yeah,
like that
we could have been
Batman
in there getting our butts full of sand.
Or all the riches in the world lie beyond that, and the answer to all of our problems.
Was a lot of
Didn't they say
sand?
it was like 18 or something like that?
What?
Huh?
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Either way, I don't think it's worth sand in your butt crack.
Yeah, I can't
That's the worst.
stand. I can't stand sand in any crevice. Absolutely not.
Not even, your supple crevices there, buddy.
Nope.
Huh? Folds.
Oh, yeah, supple folds, sorry.
Thulgrim has supple folds.
Well, used to.
Used to before.
Now they're dusty.
Now they're shrivel folds.
Yeah, dusty old folds.
Dusty folds.
Dusty folds, though.
Name's Dusty Folds.
That's Kenneth's cousin for
Guy,
sure.
You sound just like Coach.
Saloon dancer Dusty Folds.
Second
Dusty
cousin, Sandy Folds.
Sandy Folds, she does jazz.
Oh yeah.
She's cool like that.
Does she have a wandering eye too?
Oh, God.
like a lazy one?
Like a lazy one?
She's just like Mad Eye Moody.
Oh, incredible. All right, so
Jim
I guess
Silver.
we'll duck on out of there and back to the main hallway.
Yep.
Does shifting the mural things at all do anything else? Or is
Nope.
that was about
It
it?
just opened a door.
Okay.
Honestly, good find.
Don't
Good
do it
find again.
No, what I'm wondering though is if we could have shifted all those other murals in the other rooms and seen if maybe something else popped open.
Nah.
I don't want to go back there. It's just
Nah, we
forget it at this point. But
Plow
I wish I
ahead.
would have
Yeah, I think
figured to
it's,
see
I
if
think
it
it's
moved.
ever onward at this point.
I think they wouldn't do it. The architectures love the architecture. So good. I'm burning alive as you speak. We should go. I'm sorry.
Why are you
Through the
burning
bronze
alive?
doors.
Huh?
Why are you burning
The air's
alive?
acidic.
Yeah, but it's not. I mean,
we're gonna have
burning
mesothelioma
alive.
by the end of this, ain't we? All right, okay. What else can we?
Bronze
get a good
doors.
Large
settlement.
brass doors with
Yeah,
intertwined
brass
serpents.
Let's get at that.
Okay. They are locked.
Not for long.
Go ahead and roll your
Guidance.
lockpicking check.
Alright, let's see. I've got to remember what will I add to this one?
Dexterity plus proficiency.
Yes.
And then does your all-purpose tool give you an additional bonus, or is it just give you the tool you need?
Proficiency bonus is doubled for any ability check you make that uses your proficiency with a tool.
Yo.
Are you proficient with these tools?
Yes.
Okay, then you add double your proficiency, and it's dexterity.
Okay. Oh, dude, you're about to eat it, Calvin. Mm-hmm. It's 23.
And a D4.
29. And a D4. 32.
AC was 40. With ease, you open the brass doors.
Show off.
As the door opens, you are immediately hit with a bitter smell.
Oh, jeez.
A bitter stench assails the senses as you lay your eyes on the room ahead of you. Inside, amid piles of rubbish, offal, and bracken, ghostly lights move across the floor.
Oh, jeez.
Offal and bracken are terms for entrails of different creatures, and bracken seems to be like flora of different kinds, just kind of like
I'm glad you clarified
compost
that,
and
because I had
different
no
things.
idea what you were talking
Does it look like bioluminescent? Kind of.
Closer observation reveals these lights are emitted by giant beetles. There seem to be about a dozen of these creatures in the room in front of you, each of them about 3 feet in length. They haven't noticed you yet. From within a large pile of trash in the center of the room, where most of the beetles are clustered, a corpse lays on the ground.
Well,
This
guess
corpse-
what?
This corpse is dressed.
Hellfire.
This corpse is dressed in the most glorious armor you've ever seen, albeit desecrated armor. The giant breastplate of gold and different filigrees, dented in and blackened. However, the sword which this individual grasps lays at their feet, shining beautifully against the strange reddish glow of these beetles.
Do you see any exits?
Yes. Across the way, an open hallway continues.
Okay, I'm gonna lean over to Kenneth and say, "Hey, could we cast Pass without a trace on this one?"
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
Oh yeah.
You don't have to whisper, otherwise I won't be able to hear you.
Oh, yeah.
Good
idea.
Okay, this is
Stage
me
whisper,
whispering
thank
to you. Could we cast Pass without a trace?
100%. Also, hey, mage hand?
I don't have that.
Yeah, we definitely need to get this.
Did you read the book? I gave you a book.
Is that what that had?
The book, the book's like how to, it's basically like Mage Hand for Dummies, and I gave it to you.
You know what?
To be,
You could have read it in the meantime that I gave it to him. Unless it's in character that you didn't read it.
He's like, oh.
Tabiti's one of those kids that really loves PE. We're working on it, but,
About a
for sure we will pass. We'll pass without a trace.
Okay.
See it in my inventory.
In my mind, I'm thinking, is that armor and whatever? Is that worth it, or is that some sort of?
I think
it's
so. I don't think the armor's worth it. I think if we sneak, then whoever has Mage Hand at the very end can grab it,
yank it,
and we go through the door, close the door behind us.
I mean, if you don't feel like sneaking, we don't have to sneak.
I mean,
it's not.
It can only be 5 pounds.
A book that's basically Mage Hand for Dummies.
One of us could creep up and get it, but I think we should sneak because I don't want these things. I mean, we can't talk about it forever because we're in it, and they're going to notice as soon as they know it.
Well, I'm just saying I have something that you don't have to sneak.
What are you going to do?
I can cast Magic Circle. Nothing can get into it unless it wants to cast magic. So we can walk around whenever the hell we want.
Is Magic Circle movable or is it stationary?
It stays with us.
Sounds pretty OP.
I can't add Mage
The way I
Hand.
understand
This
is
is
we do.
Good
Probably why it's
clarity.
not in there. I forgot about
Because it
it.
sounds strong AF.
Yeah,
Because you put a 10-foot radius, 20-foot tall cylinder of magical energy centered on a point on the ground that you can see within range.
Let me see what spells I have. I might be able
so
to.
we could.
I do remember that.
I can't tell if I can put it
I do
around us and
remember
then it
trying to add it.
moves
I
with
couldn't.
us.
But you also said 10-foot radius.
I would
That
argue
means
we should be able to
it's
because
2 people though.
it
10-foot radius is
is-
just 2 people.
Okay.
Yeah, 20-foot tall. We just stack.
Magic Circle does not move. You also have to select the creature that cannot enter the space, and those creatures
Beetle
are
type.
celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, or undead.
Beetles. Oh.
So
Damn
you
it.
couldn't even
alright.
get in these little magic circles.
Theoretically, it was
tough.
a good idea. It wasn't a bad idea. Just some of these magics, the way the glyphs are written, they're kind of a pain in the ass more than they are helpful.
Okay. Then
Then I
someone.
guess we're sneaking.
Best without a trace.
Go ahead and make a stealth check.
Why bother? That's what I said.
Oh, for Zeph?
And make a stealth check for everybody, and adding 10 to that roll because of Pass Without a Trace. And
28.
DFT5.
okay,
24.
21.
21,
22.
22. What did Zeph roll?
It's worse, isn't it?
Natural 4. So
Plus
teen
10.
plus.
Whatever.
What's his?
Oh, wait, sorry, 23.
I'm sure it's not great, but
I'm gonna guide myself. Plus 4.
okay.
That's better.
You all can silently make your way across the floor. As of the moment, as you guys make your way about halfway across the room,
Yeah.
the beetles have not crossed your paths yet.
Yeah.
Good.
Do they seem to be eating the entrails?
They seem to be kind of foraging around a little bit. They're
Yeah.
not, they don't move in a threatening manner, but they seem to be kind of foraging, moving around. A couple are stationary, just kind of setting the faint glow kind of emanating from their bodies. But yeah, they just seem to be kind of wandering around
And you
the
said
area.
these are 3 foot tall or like
3 foot long.
3 foot long?
They're low to the ground.
They're big. They're big, but they're little.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could squish them. We don't really need to, though.
They're like pillow pets.
Yeah, live
If it
and let
comes
live.
down to it, I'll use a breath weapon.
I'll breathe all over these bugs.
Oh, God.
Okay. Yeah. So you are about halfway across the room. You just want to continue to head out.
Mage Hand, somehow.
Yeah, we'd like to get that sword.
Who has Mage Hand?
I
The
can't
kid.
add any spells on here.
The kid,
did
he
you-
read the book.
But did you read the book?
Sure.
That's what you just say, yes. Can confirm.
Can I say Zeph read it to me as a bedtime story?
Oh,
Aw, that's cute.
that's cute.
I'm gonna need you to make an Arcana check for
Make
me.
our contract about whether or not you listen
It's
to that.
gonna
bedtime
be
story.
at disadvantage because Zeph read it to you.
That's tough.
He tries to ad-lib magic.
Well,
no matter
that's
how much
not
I
good.
tell him you can't ad-lib magic.
I need to read it myself.
No, you know this is the problem though. I can't have friends borrowing books and not reading them.
Hey, you know, my dexterity's pretty good. I'm gonna try and just go up and steal it.
Are you sure?
I mean, why not?
I have Misty Step. I can do it.
Then yeah, you do it. Oh my god. I'm going to secure the exit first.
Sure.
So if we can get to the other side and
Easy
we can
enough
figure
to
out
do.
how to make sure the
party
door is
moves.
unlocked.
Make sure. Okay. The
Lucius-
party moves across to the other side of the room with no issue from the
Here's
creatures
the thing,
noticing.
if you use Misty Step, it takes a minute to
No, it doesn't.
buff, doesn't it?
No, it's Misty Step. I
Instant.
instantly
Now, Misty
teleport.
Step's like a blink.
No, you can do that, but I mean to get back.
No, you can
I have an actual spell and I have a racial thing.
Alright.
So I got spell slots.
Alright.
Lucius is gonna. So you guys got the exit? Like, Lucius is gonna wait.
Yeah, the door's open. The door
It's an open hallway. It's an open hallway.
Okay.
So I say everybody needs to get through this door except for you. You need to be the doorkeeper.
Okay.
As soon as he bamps back in here.
Well, you said it's an open hallway, not a doorway?
There's a doorway, but it leads to an open hallway.
Okay, okay.
Is there a
that
door
gets
we
out.
can close it with, though?
So,
No.
Okay.
Open hallway.
That's the problem.
All right, so everyone else get as far as possible.
You ready to hustle?
Yeah, you're gonna have to haul ass.
Okay.
And I'll be at the edge of your Misty Step range, so you can just Misty Step to me, and we'll haul ass.
I will stand and ready a tidal wave.
No, you don't need to.
If you wash all the bugs off, it'll be fine.
Jesus.
Yeah, Lucius is gonna. I think Lucius is gonna wait for everyone to pass into the other door. He's gonna look at Glyph, and Glyph is gonna give him a nod, and then Lucius is gonna scuttle over like the other beetles. He's gonna scuttle over to the sword.
Like how Lucius is on all
Quietly or
fours.
just quickly?
However, the method actor would do it. Definitely eating some entrails.
I
on the
think
way over
no.
there.
Lucius is gonna try to do it stealthily.
Make a stealth check.
Okay, sweet. Is Path of Trace still active?
Yeah, it's still up. Just rolling that 20. Easy money.
Yeah, that actually does sound pretty
23.
easy.
Yeah. These beetles are mad perceptive, bro.
Okay. You make your way quietly over to the pile of rubble and the corpse, and you are now there with the corpse in the ruined armor and the very beautifully designed and intricately inlaid sword resting in the grip of this corpse.
I look at the corpse there and I'm like, okay, rest well. I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna give this to my friends. I'm gonna try it like. So it says the hand's gripping it.
The hand is holding it. Yes.
Lucius is definitely afraid of undead things. So
Pick the wrong guy. Oh my
yeah,
god.
hold on.
I'm gonna throw up.
Yeah, hold on. I gotta think about what I would do here. Lucius is gonna like.
Snap that hand.
He's gonna grab. So like, the hilt is covered by the hand, right?
The hand is gripping the hilt. It's a
Alright.
hand and a half hilt, so there's
Yeah.
like more of the hilt. but
Lucius is gonna do something very brutal in the moment. Lucius is gonna grab the hand that's grabbing the sword, and then he's gonna like stomp on the wrist of it and try to rip it away.
Okay. You do that, and it definitely makes a sound as you and things fall and clatter. As that happens, you notice that about 3 of the beetles within close proximity to you all turn, and with their feelers start to like reach out into the area and start moving in your direction.
No,
I want one of these beetles though. I pick up the sword.
Okay, you have the sword and the hand still gripping it.
I wail the sword talks to me and I kill all the beetles.
Okay. Yeah,
No.
you heft the sword up with the hand still slightly attached.
Yeah. I wag it off and I cast Misty Step to the exit.
Okay. You do right as the beetles are starting to like put their feelers right near you. You and appear at the other side of the room. As you make that sound and the slight reverberation of the magic as you appear on that side, about 2 or 3 beetles on that side of the room
start feeling-
turn and see turn in your guys' direction and start to just slowly. Just like their feelers out, start to like pad and move in your direction.
I don't know if they're harmless creatures or they're gonna just one-shot you if they
Yeah,
get
just
near
don't
me.
find out. That actually might be the best way to do
Never
it.
assume they're
Do you have a
harmless.
creature we don't care about?
No, we usually don't carry around things that we don't carry around.
I
with
know,
us,
I
mate.
was joking.
Wish we could just like put a couple like sandbags down.
See what they do.
All right, well let's book it.
Yep, move. Let's
So
move.
you guys begin to make your way up this larger ramp. This ramp seems to begin to gradually move in a upward direction, and definitely is continuing to like move upward. But it is a long, long tunnel. You walk it for about 10 minutes.
As this 10 minutes.
Serious
occurring.
Moria vibe.
Lucius is gonna. Can we talk a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely.
Lucius holds up the sword.
I prefer if we didn't.
With a hand.
As soon as you start talking, actually, that's enough.
Stop it. I got the sword, and I'm like whacking it around.
Dark,
The
Mike,
hand on it. And I take the hand and I start waving it a little bit. No?
No.
Well, that's crazy because I have like a 4-fingered automaton hand, so I was thinking I could.
Wow, Lucius
complete
the
this.
hand collector.
I could do that.
Nope, don't make that your gimmick.
Don't make it my gimmick. Okay, I throw away the haunted hand. I appreciate you guys. That's why I have you around. But like, yeah, there's this beautiful sword. I'm like, who should wield the sword? You can wield a sword.
Do I need to read anything?
I don't think so.
Well, I mean,
I can figure out what you got to do to attune to it because I'm going to go out on a limb and say it's magical. But
it has to be, or else it'd be roasted in this
that's
place.
true. Yep, that is true. Valid point.
That could be cool.
Flaming sword? That's another element for you to wield. I don't know if that's your thing. I don't know that was your thing at one point, but
It would be nice to
you got
mess
wind,
with
you
some
get fire.
again.
I mean, you can hold on to the sword.
Okay. Take the sword. You have a great sword.
Ooh, great sword. That's a big boy.
Did you check to see if it was magical or whatever?
You
Not
have
yet. I'm going to identify it when we're in a safe space.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Okay. So you now have possession of the greatsword. You guys are continuing to move up this tunnel. As time continues to drag on, anyone looking for anything in particular, you're just moving up.
Just traps.
Lucius is gonna try to maybe I guess it would be perception.
Make a perception check.
Yeah. I was gonna make a perception check about see whether or not the acrid air is still is it dissipating as we're going on an incline.
As a note, yes. The amber gas begins to dissipate the higher you climb.
All right, then I'll make a general perception check like you.
Yeah, make a perception check.
Okay. 16 plus. Wow. 19.
19 total.
35.
That's a. Oh shoot! What was your guy's name? The wizard.
Oh, reverence.
That's a reverend.
Yeah, he started campaign 17 and then he
I'm
ended
making an
at
intelligence
35.
check. That's a 88. It's just,
Oh yeah, yeah.
God.
I used to have +9 to initiative at one point.
Yeah, just
That was-
ridiculous
And I
stuff.
didn't even have alert yet.
With a 19, as you guys are moving up this long tunnel, you do notice at one point there seems to be a change in design of one about 10-foot area of the tunnel right in front of you.
What does it look like?
Sorry. Say that again?
So the design changes where most of this
Yeah.
is just kind of a gradual, a little bit of an incline, then plateau, then incline, then plateau. This plateau looks like it has an extra step to it.
Yeah.
And it is larger flagstones instead of the smaller limestone that just or sandstone that covers the entire, much larger stones set in this space. About 10 foot across, which is the width of this hallway, and maybe about 15 feet deep. And then the roof too also no longer is it's flat as opposed to slightly curved, and it has large flagstones up there as well.
Does everyone else see this?
I mean, it's in front of everybody, so you
Okay.
see it before you guys arrive to it.
Guys, this looks really different.
All will agree. Very anomalous to this situation.
I think we should go crest it and then see if we can actually go to sleep. Maybe? How's that
that'd be
sound?
nice.
Yeah, I think that'd be a good idea. Definitely gonna want to put up watch.
Yeah, because we didn't sleep.
And then bugs could be chasing after us just about
Feelers.
2 hours
Oh
behind.
my god, what if that's what they're called? Yeah,
I call feelers now. Add it to your book.
Yeah.
Glow skinks
Wait.
and feelers.
Are they in the book?
What's that?
Those little
Feely bugs.
bug, the feely bugs.
The giant
Yes.
roly poly.
They are. What are they?
Fire beetles.
They're fire beetles. What do they do? What are some of their traits and
I was gonna pick one up.
You don't know.
The
It
juvenile
doesn't say
fire
nothing?
beetle has
You gonna
the
take time to
ability to.
Yeah.
Well, once we crest a hill.
I'm just singing Pokédex.
I mean, I can
at
read
this
and
point.
walk.
That'd be awesome.
You're
Is
gonna
the
read and
base
walk?
evolution
Yeah.
of
Okay, then
the
you
fire
don't notice when he
salamander.
tells you to stop and you walk onto the flagstones.
What?
Gotta pick one or the other, man. I'm not gonna let you do everything.
You do the safe one, and
Yeah, I guess I'll do the
you read
safe
later.
one.
Okay.
I'm a speed reader
Sure. While you're walking in a completely dark tunnel.
with a daylight.
Daylight.
That's true. You do have a daylight spell.
Yes. Thanks, Thulgrin.
Thanks.
We can see.
Fully.
So yeah, and then we put in the flagstone.
Seems like a good
And it's like it changes into it that flagstone.
The hallway continues.
Yeah.
And then there's a 15-foot patch of just giant stone
Okay.
on the floor and the ceiling, and then the hallway continues with the same design further up.
I see. Guys, I think it's another thing we need to traverse.
I
15
would agree with
feet.
it.
I'll look up. No, I don't know. I was thinking that we could probably swing across it, but I mean, I can use another spell slot to help myself get across.
I got a broom.
You got a broom.
I can just shuffle us in.
How far is it?
15
About 15 feet.
Can I check for traps or anything
Make an
specifically
investigation check,
around that? Because like I don't want it to be like, oh, you move through this area in general,
Sure.
like you're effed, you know? Ooh, 18.
18. There does appear to be some sort of a mechanism that would trigger. It seems like there is so about halfway in between, so about 7.5 feet in to the flagstones on either side of the walls. You look and see there looks to be two thin kind of slots, about a foot, like arrow slits or something like that, like in the wall. 2 of them on either side, so 4 in total, about halfway across.
Okay, I will relay this information.
I'm good for tripwires.
Yeah, what kind of trap do you think this is? Because I could...
Could very easily just be like a pressure trap where you step on this thing, or you trip this thing.
The other one was by movement, when like the space was covered.
I'm gonna look just without stepping too far onto it. Look for any sort of inconsistency or tripwire or anything like that.
The whole thing seems pretty inconsistent. It seems like the flagstones themselves, which are, again, slightly raised above the topography of the floor, kind of give credence to the fact that they are not necessarily trapped, but... Make a investigation check for me, just because I want to.
Ooh, that was almost so good.
11.
I mean, based on what you've seen before, it's very possible these floors could be pressure plated. You'd have to try to disarm them if you wanted to see. But based on what she's saying, it's either passing in front of those slits or a plate on the floor. You can't tell.
Okay.
So it's one of those two. You could try to roll and disarm both of those processes to see if one works or one doesn't, but it just depends. You don't have enough information to know what would trigger something or if anything would trigger at all. But it definitely seems to be a different scenario. So
We could all just go at the same time. You can do your super jump that you do all the time.
Oh.
Cross it. They can fly and take someone with them. Zeph can turn into an animal.
Could I use a locate object to see if I could locate like a sensor?
Ooh,
Oh,
It
wait.
says like
I do have one of secrets. I could just use it up here and then find out specifically.
oh, let's do that.
Yeah,
then.
sorry.
No,
I
Do you
you're
think
all
this
good.
is the best spot to...
Yeah, I will
metagaming
cast.
a little bit.
I will use my last charge of the Wand of Secrets to point and highlight the nearest trap to me.
there's definitely a trap right in front of you.
Oh, jeez.
All right, and it goes to a specific part.
It tells you what part?
From what I read, let me read it.
Yes, please do.
One pulses and points at the one nearest to me.
It pulses at this entire thing in front of you. Like if basically you cast it, and the indicator says that this whole kind of 15-foot area is a trap.
I think we should just try to disarm it, honestly, at this point. instead of wasting all of these resources, because we don't even know what's on the other side of this.
Hey, that's valid too. I just don't know what kind of trap that we're dealing with, and so I don't know how to disarm.
So there's two possible ones, right? We can do a two-parter right here.
So one we know how to get through.
We can do
if it's a pressure plate. The other one we have no fucking clue. I guess don't trip the sensor.
Yeah, don't trip the sensor. So let's try to do the pressure plate thing to be safe, and then try to like maneuver our way around the sensor, right? Because with the way the slits are located, where are they? Like on the actual
about waist high.
Waist high. We can definitely navigate those. Yeah. I think we try to disarm it. I will guide whoever tries to do it.
I mean, if I just broomed everybody over, we wouldn't have to worry about disarming anything.
Well, then let's do that.
I'm gonna go. This makes me sick, but I'm a brave girl. I'm a very brave girl.
You're brave.
I'll go ahead and hop on the broom and avoid, obviously, like the floor, but avoid like where I think the sensor might be. Since you said it was like what, like waist high?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So below it or above it?
Above it.
Okay. I mean, you don't have a lot of clearance above it. It's not a grand.
How much do I have below it?
About the same. You have about. I would say. I mean, the hallway itself is probably.
So if we went in the middle, it'd be 7.5 feet above and below.
That's the length of it.
Oh.
It's 15 feet across.
Okay.
It's 15 feet down. It's 10 foot wide hallway, 15 feet down.
And sheesh, vaulted ceilings.
Not vaulted
at least
ceilings.
Like 50
no.
or 60
slightly
feet
curved, but probably only 8 to 10 feet.
Okay.
It's really not tall. So you would only have about 4 feet of clearance above them, assuming that you. Yeah.
You can go prone on your broom as you do it.
Yeah, I mean, like I can be like a little hunkered down.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, I'll try it.
Okay. So you go over them.
Yeah.
All right. You pass over them. As you do, you immediately smell ozone.
Uh-huh.
And I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Let's go.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
It's alright. We'll take care of you. Counterspell. I don't have that spell.
I mean, it's not bad. 19.
19. Not bad.
But not good enough.
I love. Can someone give me 8d6 worth of damage?
You take 3 points of lightning damage as a unseen electrical shock courses through your body.
Oh boy.
I'm going to need you to make a dexterity saving throw. Because you passed on the first one, I will give you advantage on this one to see if you can hang on to your broom.
Shit,
Oh, boy.
better hope so. Ooh, this one better be good.
So excited.
But you know what? I'm going to use a point of luck.
Sometimes you gotta.
Oh no.
That's better. That's better. That is 18.
18?
Yeah.
Is not enough.
Oh, no, it's fine.
Flash your
No.
genius.
I'm kidding. It's
Oh,
fine.
okay, never mind.
18's fine. Gosh dang. All right, you hang on to your broom and fly over to the other side.
So, I just went to.
Oh, you all saw it.
You all saw that?
Yeah.
So there's a lightning.
Do you call out when that happens? Do you like when that happens, or do you just like quietly?
Is it quiet? Like, is it a grunt or is it a scream?
No, I'm probably like little like whoa.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you definitely hear it go. Whoa!
You okay?
I got my ass shocked.
That's fun. Hey, now you know how I feel when I open doors.
I don't think I disarmed anything, and I don't think going above is the solution.
Damn it! All you did was go through.
But I'm over here.
Man, I'm about to just run across at this point.
Don't do that.
I think that might be the only way we go, mate.
I'm down. You guys down?
I mean,
Let's all run at the same time.
What's the worst
You know
that would
what?
happen?
I will turn into a something and then run across it so I have extra.
He's gonna turn
health.
into a bat and use echolocation to and figure out where the pressure points are in the floor.
Okay.
So whatever bullshit roll you need Drew to make for
Doesn't need to
that.
make a roll. He definitely knows where the pressure plates are.
They're on the floor.
Whereabouts on the floor?
Yeah. Well, he knows.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe he could fly you back and tell us that it's on plane.
Yeah, he can tell you they're on the floor in front of you. Don't step on the floor because it's pressure plated.
So it's the entire floor.
15 feet of it. Yes.
Well, that's not bad.
So there's a lightning trap and also a pressure plate trap. It's a twofer.
And there might be some sort of trap.
Are you kidding me?
Hey, listen, I don't know, right? Because we said that there's like a slit or whatever.
Man,
There might be. It might be no.
Well, how the hell are we supposed to do
It's
this?
a trap.
Man,
You are
do you have
really
Misty Step?
fast.
Do you have Misty
I
Step?
have Misty Step.
I have Misty Step. You have a jump.
I can jump far.
You can jump far. What can you do?
Run pretty quick.
Why
I
you
can
gonna-
run
why
pretty
you
quick. And I've got pothole with
Why don't
me.
you bring Glyph? You can get Shock with you.
Could it probably
I will
should've
carry you in my wings.
No, just kidding. He doesn't have gym flight right now.
Yeah, I used my.
It's already used it.
All right.
Yeah.
To make sure we didn't fall to death.
Yeah.
All right. Let's just hustle then.
Oh, yeah, you don't have gem flight either, because you used it as well. Okay.
All right. I don't know if I can take that much punishment, so I'm gonna go use a spell slot to teleport.
Okay.
You guys, good luck.
You spend a minute casting the teleports.
No, I can't do that. I can't ritual cast that.
That would be funny. You just like cast teleport just to get
Just
15
across
feet.
the other
I'll just
side.
Misty. What?
Seventh
I'll
level
Misty
spell.
Step over there
Okay.
and
too.
try to get on the other side of the place.
Wait, is it only 50 feet?
15.
15.
Alright,
Oh.
Only
well,
50 feet.
Now that I'm over here, what do I
Or
see?
50.
I'm gonna
That would've been
actually.
fine.
The
I
same
don't know.
thing.
Okay, I want to see if there's a way to maybe like lodge this pressure
jumping.
plate so it doesn't actually activate.
Make a...
Because we did this before.
Yes.
Yeah. You're not proficient in thieves' tools, though, so you can't have proficiency. Just make an
That's all I
intelligence
needed.
check.
Doesn't take. I don't need thieves' tools to just.
Do you want to try to do it, or are you just trying to figure out how to?
I don't know. I just figured it can't take that much to shove a rock in it to make sure it doesn't depress.
In theory, yes.
60 feet.
Things get depressed a lot more easily
Overkill.
than you're aware of, Thulgrim.
You can clear.
If you want to try and shove a rock into the seam and stop it from depressing, you can definitely attempt to do that.
I'm on the other side, bro. I ain't.
Yeah, you're fine. Yeah, you and Thulgr are on the other side now.
I'm not even on the pressure plate yet. I'm just watching.
Well, I'm trying to make it easier on you and maybe see if I can get the. If you land on it when you try to jump, that maybe you won't land on it and it'll depress.
I can jump over it.
Can you?
I can jump 60 feet.
Good lord! How can he jump 60 feet? That's farther than my Misty Step.
So, I'm not
Psi-powered
denying that you have the ability to Psi and Power Leap. However, I am denying you have the ability to jump that far
Long.
with that much clearance, which is not a lot.
Can you not jump 15? Like, if he's doing like a.
I mean, I
Like a Superman
I don't
jump?
want to
Need all
do the
that.
math. I will say
Maybe
you can make
grab a
a
hold of.
you can make a dexterity. You can make a athletics or acrobatics. I will let you choose. It's not a high DC to see if you can Superman jump across this
Clear that.
without much issue.
Maybe you can argue less distance and pick him up with you.
No, I don't need. I'm not getting picked up. I'm just gonna. Me and Paul are gonna hoof it.
I'll heal you if you get hurt, okay?
Could he?
Bingo.
Could he polymorph
It's too late.
into like something lighter? Like you're like an ant or something?
What's the look?
I'm just.
He jumps his way
Draw
up
to an
pressure
end.
plate.
11.
Not great.
Does he depress it?
I'm like trying to look
a
at
10
him.
is all a 10 is all he needed.
Oh, okay.
Oh well, hell then I'm just gonna run across it.
I fall flat on my face, but I
you
make
can
it.
run across. You do pass by the barrier though, and take 1 point of lightning damage.
Me? Oh.
Yeah, you. All right, you two run across it.
Hold on. Pothole. Me.
Yeah.
Paul rolled well.
Yeah, Paul did really good.
What'd you do?
Luck.
What?
You
Use luck
reroll.
on you.
Oh, okay, cool.
How many of those do you have?
That's my last one.
Are you sure?
100%.
How many do you have?
3. I've used 2 tonight.
1
But
plus
you used
2
one
plus
last.
2 plus 1.
That's 3. I promise you. I have not
All right,
reset.
all
I'm
right, just all right.
All right, 21 and 17.
To run across it.
Yeah.
Beautifully done. As soon as you step on it, it depresses.
Sweet.
It's fine, though.
Awesome. But
20 feet up.
We're so fast.
20 feet up,
I'm literally looking at it, trying to
another
work on this, and
portcullis
you go
descends
step on it.
on the hole.
No. Nice.
And the roof above cracks. And rolling down, you hear as a giant stone begins to roll down these stairs.
How big is it?
It's filling the entirety. It's an Indiana Jones style, bub. It's gonna fill the whole.
Oh, perfect. I'll just
hallway.
grab out my spyglass, turn it upside down, and reduce it.
How small does that go?
It's how
One like size
face.
class smaller. So if it's large,
Really a
it's
size
medium.
class,
Okay.
but no, yeah, you want to cast reduce? It goes to about hip high. It's still rolling down. I'm gonna roll just a.
My shin!
The target's size is halved in all dimensions, and its weight is reduced to 1/8 of normal.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do
Super light.
is I'm going to roll a attack
Yeah.
with a +2 modifier to every person to see if it bowls you over as it comes careening now boom, 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 down
Oh,
this
shit.
hall.
Pinball style.
Yeah, because you did half it, so it went
Yeah.
from like a 10-foot in diameter ball to a 5-foot in diameter.
I take that.
Much lighter,
but definitely
though.
going to
Yeah.
try
That
to
used
pull.
to weigh 2,000 pounds, but now weighs 250 pounds.
Yes, still didn't hurt like a mug.
We take those. We take those,
All right,
honestly.
so I'm just going to go around the table. So Fulgrim, you're up first.
So I can't jump over this.
That is going to be a 21 to hit. It's a natural 19 plus 2.
Yeah, I guess we're getting hit.
You are going to take. I'm going to need a dexterity saving throw from you. Or this would be strength saving throw. You're going to take 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Subtract a d4 from that, please.
For what?
While these weapons are reduced, the target's attacks with them deal 1d4 less damage. But it can't be below 1, so it has to be at least
You
1.
take 3 points of bludgeoning damage, and I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Wish Indiana Jones had a rubber spyglass.
God, that'd be sweet. Screw that dumb whip.
And that.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's more than 0.
Wait, you made it across the trap.
7.
That's tough.
Yeah, you get bowled over and rolled back about 5 feet down the stairs, just like just fall down.
Follow up!
Just laid out. Lucius.
Fulgrim! Ah!
That's going to be a 12.
Oh, that was close.
No?
No,
All right,
misses.
it misses you.
It hits Fulgrim right next to me, like, oh god!
TBD.
Resistance.
Hit Stolgren right in the crotch.
Resistant to
Oh, right in the mommy daddy button!
Boulder resistance.
What's that?
Boulder resistance.
Yeah, you do. That's going to be a 16.
So when it equals the number, that
It
means
hits.
it hits.
Meets it beats. Alright, so you are going to
I
take
jump over it.
Oh, that was awesome.
just 2 points of bludgeoning damage. And I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Strength.
Yep, moving on to Glyph.
Glasses.
That's going to be a 10.
Nope.
It's going to miss.
Pothole's got to get hit too.
I was going to move to them at the end.
Oh, okay.
Kenneth, that's a natural 20 to hit you.
Oh, I think that hits.
Oh my.
20. You are going to take...
Wait, rocks fall and people actually do die. Holy.
Okay. You're going to take... Oh, wait, no. Oh, you're going to take 18 points of bludgeoning
fuck?
damage. You rolled a 10, so it doubles it. So that's 20 minus 2, 18. You get laid out.
All your damage dice are
and-
doubled. Roll another d4.
Wait, what?
So it's all subtracted as well.
All right. 16 points of bludgeoning damage.
Saving you,
Thank
dude.
you, dude.
Saving
And you need a strength saving throw as well.
Oh boy.
21.
You're good at that.
21, you're fine.
18.
18, you're fine. Zeph. That's going to be a 19 to hit Zeph, which
that hits
definitely
Zeph.
hits.
Oh no!
Actually,
Wait, is it,
I turned into something else.
6 points of bludgeoning damage for Zeph, and I need a strength saving throw from Zeph, please.
I'm harmed.
I thought you were about to say I'm hard.
12.
That's what I heard.
He is going to fall and fall down about 10 or 15 feet down the stairs after being bowled over. And last but not least is Pothole. That is a 19 for Pothole.
Yeah, that hits.
damn.
That is a 3 points of bludgeoning damage for Pothole, and I need a strength saving throw from him as well.
He's gonna pass that. It's a 14,
14.
before mods.
Okay.
You know what's funny? I probably could have prevented you from getting hit with pothole.
No, that's fine.
Whoops.
Got bonked.
That's okay. Everybody has to get bonked once in a while.
True.
Been there.
So TBD and Fulgrim are now, and Zeph are now down about 15 feet past you guys, back
I'm good.
near the. Oh no, you're fine. Yeah, Zeph and Fulgrim are like on the ground, just bemoaning the fact that they just got bowled over by these things.
Here's Fulgrim go. Why does hanging out with you all hurt so damn much?
Are you okay?
As fine as I'm gonna be, I suppose.
I never seen a dwarf get hit in the ball so hard.
Glyph retroactively goes to Kenneth and is like, hey, if you'd have been like 10 feet closer to Pothole, he would have made sure you didn't get hit.
Well, the pothole was 10 feet closer to me. I wouldn't have been hit.
Deflect attack, if she was right next to him, would have been disadvantaged,
Thorgrin, you reach your head back. You're flat on your back. You reach your head back, and glance back, hearing the sound of it, careening down the hallway. Just something's glowing and moving towards you.
Oh no, it's the feelies.
Slowly or quickly?
At a decent clip.
It's the light.
No, this is slow.
What the?
I'm gonna cast Tidal Wave down the hall.
He can't do it.
No, he's not.
I guess I'm gonna try to get back up to my feet real quick.
You get back up, and as you do, you can see about 10 feet away from you, skittering up the hall. There appears to be about 6 of these fire beetles.
Oh gosh!
As they are rapidly moving, their feelers now tapping across the ground as they scuttle towards you.
Did any of them get smushed by the boulder?
At least 3 did.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Gross.
Bonk, bing, blink.
And they are, they're dead. But they're about 10 feet away from you. In this moment, before it reaches you, what do?
Loot their corpse.
I'm
Running
scared.
through
I'm scared.
entrails.
What do you do?
Tidal Wave them.
Yeah.
Dead, you should.
All right.
I will go ahead.
Thulgrin is the one who's doing it right now.
Okay.
He knows tidal wave.
Thulgrin, use your
Thulgrin knows Tidal
use your
Wave,
Zeph
apparently.
voice.
My zip.
Is that how it works?
What?
You gotta gaggle
Just use the
beetles.
voice.
What are you doing, man?
Bingo. 5, 4, 3.
I mean, there's not really much I can do. I guess I'm gonna have to start fighting and swinging at shit.
You're gonna try and hit it?
Do you?
Unless I turn around and leave y'all.
What? No, you're
Misty
not.
stick my ass back over to the other side.
No, you're fine.
Okay, so just as a note, they are up higher now because you got knocked backwards down the stairs by the ball.
We're all past that section.
Everyone has gotten past it. You
Except
triggered the
for
trap.
me?
You and Zeph got knocked 15 feet back down the stairs.
You're trying to catch up with
So
us.
now you have to come back up the stairs. You're not triggering anything. You're just coming back
I
up the
think-
stairs.
well, I guess
but
I'll
you
run
two are the
back up.
first. You two are the first ones that are now going to encounter the 6 fire beetles that are now quickly coming up the stairs.
Well, then I guess I'll turn and I'll run up the stairs to
All right,
these
so
guys.
you turn around and run back up the stairs, leaving Zeph by himself.
He's fine.
Two.
He,
I mean,
he knows what he's about
I figured
to do.
he would probably understand too. Maybe, I don't know, run.
Okay. Is Zeph gonna run?
He's gonna cast tidal wave on him and wash him back down.
He's washing the
They need
beetles
to
away.
make a
Fire
dex save
beetle,
of
they don't like water.
16.
True. It says right here, hydrophobic beetles.
Ooh.
Nice.
Wait, hold on, numbers. Oh, that one wasn't good. Okay. Oh,
Okay, so they need to make a what now?
a dexterity saving throw.
He's writing a Reddit post complaining about his D&D party.
Yeah, something like that. They roll a 14.
That fails, so they take 15 points of damage
15 total?
to each one of them, bludgeoning.
Yeah.
Where'd they
And
push?
they are, let's see, they're knocked prone, so I imagine that it would swoosh them back down.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. And then he's gonna skitter back up to his friends.
Okay. Quickly make your way back up as the sound of the rolling stone and the water now careens down the stairs back the way you guys came. The beetles.
And the Rolling
Just because
Stones.
Thulgrin was pissed off about getting rolled over by that and all these bugs, as soon as the tidal wave starts to go, because there's water, I'm actually gonna use shape water, and the tidal wave is gonna be in the shape of a middle finger.
Right down.
Middle finger all the way down. I love it. I love
Beautiful.
it.
It's really
Okay.
good.
So you guys you guys are now up at the topmost part of the stairs as far as you guys can go. The only thing in your way now is the wall of metal that dropped and sealed this section as you guys triggered the trap. So,
Damn it, who triggered the trap?
Not to know.
Is there a pyramid-shaped hole in the wall?
There is not.
Oh, that would be crazy.
That would have been crazy.
And there's like no. I'm gonna go look at the edges of this to see if there's any recesses or anything like around the.
I mean, recesses is in where it came and fell.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, is there room above it? Like.
No, it is up into the ceiling, but it is flush against the sides of the wall. It actually like tore through some of the stone.
Yeah.
And it is on the bottom of the.
All right, so Thogren, you're strong. Are you strong enough to go through? I knock on the like. How many inches of steel is this? Like.
Seems. I mean, it's hard to tell, but it's pretty solid.
Yeah, like, can you go through like 10 inches of steel?
I mean, it might take me a while.
Might
I'm
take you.
gonna have to take a boulder to the crotch, I suppose.
You can do anything.
Figure
honestly.
that out. I don't know. I mean, if it's that thick, it's probably gonna take a while.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and episode 1 it, and by that I mean Phantom Menace. I'm gonna heat metal.
It definitely starts to heat up.
Make a perfect circle.
I don't think heat metal makes a circle, but
Well,
I
it
mean,
makes it more
sorry,
valuable.
sorry,
because
I-
Hold on,
I thought we
hold
could
on,
flavor
hold on.
things in a fantasy world.
Is there any?
does it do damage?
Hold on.
Yes.
How much damage?
Is there any water around?
I mean, all that just gushed down that way.
The water you just flipped off down the
I
hallway.
don't have any water.
We could
abilities.
probably.
I mean, there's not even a little bit on the ground
Oh, I'm sure there
anywhere.
would.
Left
Yeah.
over.
Probably is.
All right. While you're heating it up, if I'm not mistaken, I'm going to use shape water, and I'm gonna push the water onto this hot spot, which makes it kind of fragile. And then, as it cools, maybe take my hammer and see if that
Send it.
Ting, 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 ting.
helps a little bit.
Or it could temper it, because that's what quelching does to.
Yeah.
Never mind. I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah.
You know how heat tree works, Calvin. It's got to be an oil.
Fantasy world.
Fancy oil.
My hope.
Thank you.
No,
My
no,
hope, I
no.
guess
Fantasy
you would
oil
have to
is
tell me
way different.
this.
Oh, okay.
My hope is that the water, if
sponsor.
it goes from hot to extremely cold, then it actually makes it very brittle.
Yes.
So my hope is that the water
It's a
might have been
tornado,
cold enough
Sure.
that it made it a wee bit more brittle.
Okay.
Valid.
So
Valid.
I guess I'm gonna try and take one of my hammers and see if it breaks.
Roll to hit.
$16.
16.
Do you know what?
16 is going to hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Nice. Wall damage.
Wall damage. Nice.
Hey.
Okay.
Okay, girl.
15.
15. Boom! You hit it, a resounding crack as you hit metal upon metal. You definitely leave a mark on the door.
But not necessarily.
Does not break it.
Well, what are we talking about, Mark? There could be also.
It's a good indentation.
A little bit. All right.
Good indentation. Okay, that's good.
I guess go for it again.
Roll to hit.
Is that door moving? Is it dodging?
24.
24 hits. Roll damage.
Okay.
That's going to be another 15.
15. Whoa!
Uno
Still
Mas.
standing.
Okay.
Uno Mas.
Is there? It's just a solid sheet. There's not any like mechanisms or anything or any like what would be perceived as weak points on it. I don't know.
I mean, it's like
Now there's a big-ass
there's
weak
like
point.
it's like plated. There's like different plates and stuff, and he's hitting it pretty hard.
Okay.
You would assume that hitting it enough times and long enough, you would eventually break it.
I honestly like this area because
Any
there's not accurate.
panels that need like a Phillips or flathead? All right. Well.
I have a crowbar.
Does it honestly look
I don't know why I have
or
that.
feel like I'm making any headway?
You've
on
definitely
this?
made some headway,
Yeah,
but it
keep
is
going,
still
keep going.
it is still holding.
All right. I guess I'll keep swinging.
Keep swinging.
Lucius is gonna cast
18.
18 hits. Roll your damage.
Lucius is gonna cast guiding bolt at the.
I'm also going to sorry, I should have said this before. I'm going to use Divine Smite.
Okay, go ahead.
So you're gonna smite the door.
Sure.
We hate doors in this campaign.
Apparently.
Heck yeah.
I mean, this one's definitely not going to be.
Yeah. Do you want me to roll for my guiding bolt? I guess.
Roll for guiding bolt,
All
man.
right. I'm gonna roll a natural 1. I'm gonna miss.
Yeah.
I threw that way too hard. Oh my gosh. Okay, no, it's not bad.
It's going to be 14 for that one.
14 points of damage. Okay.
16 to hit the
16 hits.
16 hits. Okay, I think it's 4d6.
Are there any more bugs coming up the hallway?
Make a perception check.
Thank you.
Alright, I'm shooting this shit if we're doing
I
it.
got 16 points of damage.
15.
Don't shoot him.
15.
Yeah.
It's really loud now that he's incessantly banging on this thing. Definitely wasn't all the bugs that got washed. Like, it wasn't. There was a lot of bugs down there, and only a handful made it up. So it's possible they could keep coming.
Ooh.
Time will tell.
Time will tell.
Could
16 points of radiant damage.
16 points of radiant damage. Yeah.
At this point, but silence
Don't
would've been
shoot a
nice.
sheet metal. Don't shoot a sheet of metal with a gun.
Too late, I shot it twice.
God.
Roll to hit.
You
Silence.
shot it?
Yeah.
You shot the.
Okay, as soon as I see him, like, I'm ducking.
Okay.
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
covering
think
You
it's
better
gonna
duck.
help.
Just 27 points of force damage.
Yeah, I don't think
right
it's
to
gonna
that shadow
Rolled to
point.
hit.
Huh? Yeah, it was 22 and 27.
Yeah, both hit. 27 points of damage. Yeah. It hits, causing more damage to the door.
Is there now a hole to the other side the size of a pea? Fuck.
Nope.
So close. We're close, guys.
You've done quite a bit of damage, and it does look like it is taken a beating, but it is not broken yet.
Yeah, I'll hold silence for now. Maybe that'll stem.
Hey, shoot an arrow at it, Kenneth.
Fuck you. I will shoot at it. Might as well.
Okay.
A couple of times. Bop bop. It's in the
Hey,
Go ahead and roll to hit.
Can you hunter's mark a door?
that one.
I take. I don't know. I take his sword and I try to attack the wall with it.
Go ahead and roll to hit. You are not proficient with weapons.
I have a minus
So,
2 to this.
and this is be
strength
strength
weapon.
to roll to roll.
I have minus 2, I think.
Assuming 15 hits it.
15
minus
Okay,
2?
because that was
Yeah.
the lowest roll.
Minus 2, yeah. F7 6.
Not a great. You hit it. It just doesn't do anything. It just-
Okay, guys, I just wanted to try it once. I'll give it back to him.
18 points of damage.
18 points of damage. Yeah.
Can you see through to the other side
Now
now?
you can see. It's taken enough damage that you can see you have made a hole in the wall.
Talking Eraserhead or are we talking grapefruit?
Golf ball.
I want to try to look through it since I've got
Dark vision.
dark vision and see what I can see on the other side of it.
You can get poked in the eye.
Ooh,
We
that'd be
know what's on the
horrifying.
other side, don't we?
This is drill, like from that one movie.
Oh, God.
It continues up, and you can see at the. There seems to be
Yeah, and like someone's talking
another probably 60 feet before it kind of descends into darkness. You can't really see beyond that, but it looks like it's possible that could be the end up there at 60 feet. Could keep going. You don't know yet, as far as you can see.
I can go through if you want me to.
Would crowbars be helpful at this point to like pry it open? How thick is the metal? I guess.
Well, it's pretty darn thick. I mean, it's hard to tell because you've indented it and then punched a hole through it, so you can't
that
really
thing took a
measure.
lot of damage.
But the, I mean, yeah, you could use a crowbar. I mean, how do you want to use a crowbar to like lift it, or what do you want to do?
Pry the hole open more?
That's what I was thinking because I don't think lifting it is gonna help.
It's gonna be really hard to make it like enough for where you guys can actually maneuver around it. So
That's
Lucius is gonna go look through the hole and he's gonna try to messy step through.
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna use another spell slot for that, and then I'm gonna try to immediately like take in my surroundings. Probably roll like a perception check to see if
Sure.
there's any way I can lift it from this side. Like
Go for it.
Like levers.
Make a perception check.
16.
You're guided.
Nothing around here has any indication. Nothing around the immediate door.
I'm gonna tell everyone. I was like, you guys can figure this out. I'm gonna go try to find a way to get you guys out.
Stay safe, buddy.
Don't go too far.
I can't die. I won't.
Can you see?
Yes, I have dark vision.
Okay. You go up. After you get about 30 feet up, you can see another 30 feet up. the hallway, the stairs end at a plateau with what seems to be some sort of a slight kind of indentation in the wall about chest high, and the hallway veers to the left.
Check for traps.
Lucius is going to try to check for traps.
Make an investigation check. Or perception, your choice.
Natural 1. This is clear.
It's fine.
Lucius continues down.
Okay. You make your way up to the top. You can now see that the hallway veers off to the left.
Yeah.
And is, I want to make sure it's not a door that I see there. Nope, just an open hallway that opens into a wider kind of long room. It's about all you can see at this point. You can't see the end of the room because it is dark. But you're at the top of the stairs. And there's that, like I said, there's that little bit of like an alcove, like a 2 foot by 3 foot alcove set into the wall in front of you.
I'm going to try to go towards that.
You walk over there. There appears to be 3 little statues sitting in it.
Are they like, is there details with like these statues?
They're not
I can discern.
greatly intricate, but it seems to be one is some sort of a like a curling like lizard. Another one is a dragon with wings, and the third seems to be some sort of like a hydra, like a multi-headed like sea creature.
Can I try to move these?
Which one do you move?
I'm gonna move from left to right.
Yeah. Serpent, winged dragon, hydra.
I'm gonna take the dragon and move it all the way to like the left.
You grab it and pull forward. It leans forward ever so slightly, and you hear a faint. And you guys, as you're still hitting the door, watch as it starts to slowly rise up. Gets about 3 feet up before it hits the area where you've banged the crap out of it, and
it catches on the lid.
Hits the stone.
Yeah. You guys can shimmy through.
Oh, well, yeah.
I mean,
You can scoot under.
shimmy
No issue. Everyone can scoot underneath and make your way all the way up to the top, where you all see the same thing that Lucius
Lucius is
sees.
still playing with it. He's like, do the other statues move?
Oh my gosh.
They do.
Slices in half.
He's gonna pull those two.
You can pull it forward.
Yeah.
One of them pulls more freely than the other one. Like
Okay.
it seems to pull, like nothing engages. The hydra that you pull, you hear the faint sound of something of water receding, like pulling down.
Oh, like draining.
Draining, yes.
Okay. Hey,
Yeah.
I appreciate the hell out of what you did right there.
What'd I do?
Well, we're here, so
Oh,
you did something
guys!
right.
Hey, I did it. You're right.
We were behind a metal door. Now we are not.
You know how I get when there's a button to be pressed or statues to be pulled. I'm lost.
Hey, hear me out.
Yeah.
Go ahead and pull whichever one.
I pulled all of them.
Oh, no. Like, push the other one. Where the gate lifted up. I don't want any firebombs coming back up after.
Yeah, it's
They
actually
seem
a really good
persistent as
idea.
hell.
Yeah, with a grind you hear and it recedes back into place.
Yeah, I'm the operator.
As a note, everybody takes 1 more point of acid damage for being down in that
That takes away my buff.
gas. However, you are now out of it, and the air does smell, while musty, much cleaner
Nice.
than it did before. But you are now in. To the left, you now enter this hallway that opens up into a room. This is a rather spacious vaulted hall, about 25 feet from side to side, weathered and cracked from the ravages of time. These walls seem to be charred and scored in several places. Scattered amongst the floor are several stone statues of various lizard or draconian type creatures. Very similar to the 3 statues that you, like the 3 little gold statues that are in that little alcove. But these look like they were made of other materials like stone or metals or other things. They are chipped and toppled over, almost every single one of them. There appears to be the vaulted ceiling seems to hold some sort of another mural of some kind. And at the very end of the hall, and it stretches for, if my memory, aka the map serves, it stretches for close to 60 feet down, so you can just barely see the end of it. And at the very end, you can see something spherical floating in the air about chest high. The sphere has a center eye and about a dozen tentacles growing out of its top. Each appendage has a white sphere with a little black pupil on it.
No thanks.
Okay, alright. Okay. I'm gonna go take a walk. I'm gonna... Nah. Shit. Okay. Cool.
I propose, I don't know if anybody else wants to do this, but it seems like this is a safe enough place for the moment.
Take a rest?
Yeah.
I think that's a good idea.
That's a good idea.
Just a little short one to rest and recoup and feel better about ourselves.
All right. You guys want to kind of nest here at the base of at the top of the stairs?
Yeah, we know we're kind of sealed off one way.
Give you a chance to rest and recuperate
before we go face a death tyrant.
Yeah. Are you taking a short rest? I assume.
We can take a long one.
Yeah, might as well.
It's up to you.
Take a long rest.
Yeah,
okay.
We've been searching this place for.
Yeah, we've
while.
been going for a while.
You can spend a long rest time down here if you so desire. I will say, for the sake of your ease of mind, the sphere at the far end of the room never moves.
But it's always watching.
But it does stay in place. All right, as you guys are resting, taking a little bit of time to sleep, take watch, heal up, nourish yourselves, is there anything you want to do in this 8-hour time?
So we have bracers of defense and we have a ring of protection. I'm gonna take the ring of protection.
Oh, jeez.
Can I read that book in 8 hours? Well,
you can spend time reading it.
Who needs the bracers of defense? Is the question.
Who's constantly getting hit?
Who's constantly getting hit? That's a good question.
I'm gonna identify the sword.
Oh, good idea.
It is a. It is. Give me just a second.
give me an orange.
Let me look that up. There is also the axe if you wish to identify the axe.
Yeah,
I would appreciate
I'll
it if you wanted to identify it for me.
It's a legendary.
I got
Okay. Give me just a second while I pull these up. Apologies. Sorry, guys. Give me just a second.
Okay, now my AC's 15.
Nice.
Feel free to chat amongst yourselves so that you.
Yeah, we do have bracers of defense, which is a +2 to AC if I recollect. What's your AC?
16.
16. You can get it. What about you?
18.
18.
16.
You're pretty good. You can get that too.
You're
good.
Zeph. It's 15.
Zep's 15. Also, you can turn into animals and stuff, and you can tank that way.
Yeah, he's got
True.
1,000 HP. You can play with at any given time.
He has like 19 or so, 18. He has 18, so he's fine. So
She does never get close, so it might as well be.
I mean, I could double up on defensive items. I'm a sorcerer. I have AC of 15.
Yes, so
I could-
he's
I could double-
notoriously weak.
Yes, I'm a little baby, but I took the tough feat, so I have 50 HP now.
So tough.
I'm so tough.
I'm okay with it going to you for now.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I already
yeah.
have a ring of protection on. I can have.
Yeah, but
You what? You might just doubling up.
yeah, I think you need it.
I feel special and loved.
Golly, I wonder what that other armor was down there. You know, maybe
It's probably
if
not
I
anything.
You know, why don't you just go back there and find out then?
I mean, I could.
I mean, that's an option.
Okay.
I mean,
It
if I could
is
go on the blade the entire time,
Holy Avenger Greatsword.
I could just hover above them firebugs.
The axe that you can. The axe, as you cast identify on it, is a +2 berserker axe.
Ooh, baby.
Oh, mate, you got a berserk X.
It is. You gain a +2 to attacks and damage rolls with this weapon. In addition, while you are attuned to the weapon, your max hit points increase by 1 for each level you have attained.
Hey, that's nice.
You also can tell, as you're investigating it, that there does appear to be some sort of additional magical elements to it. It seems as though when you attune to this item, there is some sort of a ability to cast spells from it.
What?
Well, I'm not going to tell him that part. Not until after he attunes to it. Yeah, mate, it's a Berserker X. You should probably attune to it, and if anything else happens, just let me know. We can talk through it together.
Alright.
So you can take the long rest attuning to the +2 Berserker Axe. The sword. Let me go ahead and pull up.
It's the Sword of Omens.
Is that a thing? That sounds cool.
That's from Thundercats, dude. Thunder! Thunder!
Hey, I know you're blacked out. last week, but I did read something on the wall about some sort of cursed item or something like that would cause a user to go mad. So I don't know if it's any of these or not, but I read it on the wall. So
Yeah, it's probably the freaking Berserker axe.
Casting Identify on this sword, discover that it is a +3 legendary
3
Vorpal greatsword.
Vorpal.
Vorpals are
It's
nuts.
Vorpal.
That's the very last sword on this list.
It's like
Yeah.
the best one.
Oh my gosh.
So I go to Tabidi and I say,
I gotta
hey,
read it
mate,
on my own. That's crazy.
You don't need this thing.
Yes, you do.
you're gonna want to be pretty careful.
Why?
Because they'll cut someone by looking at them. If you look at them and you're thinking about the sword, they might bleed to death.
Ignores magic resistance. Roll 20 on attack.
Hey, do we think it's worth it to go back there and get that armor, maybe?
You know what? Maybe in the morning, after we've slept on it, we can sleuth back there.
All right.
Do I
You know
need
what? I'm sure we could ride Zeph like a surfboard or something down a tidal wave.
You know, Zeph could like
just
crank
cut off
one
his
of us
head.
down to.
What's up, Matt? Oh, he's...
You just insta kill shit.
Yeah, Vorpal swords are nuts.
I'm going
Come back.
Oh, my.
We'll tell someone text Well Moon.
Does it need to?
Hey, I know what you're doing down there at college, but we got a
it has a
Vorpal
+3.
greatsword.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
That's what... Yeah, it has +3 to
At
it.
least it's more useful than a fucking.
Oh, no, a Vorpal has +3.
Got him! Oh, that's a wolf.
It's not +6 in total. It's just a +3. Okay, so you guys spend time
college
attuning to
industrial
your
complex
weapons
is not my
down here as everyone beds down and gets their long rest.
How does it take for me to read?
I will say it's going to take you about 5 days worth of long resting to read in chunks in order to roll. The longer you read, the lower the DC is to learn the spell. But it is basically you're learning to understand the magics of how to use Mage Hand. And so after a while, you can try it out and see if you can do it. And if you are successful in doing it and roll high enough on the check, then you can add that spell to your character. And I can help you do that out of game very easily.
Could I skim through it and roll a natural 20 right now to learn it?
Go ahead.
All right. Oh my gosh, dang it. It was 17.
No. I mean, you're pretty close.
I look over his shoulder, I'm
Pretty
like,
good.
poof.
I think you got it. Yeah, you almost have it. As everyone is bedding down and resting quietly in this room, TBD. You hear a voice.
Oh jeez. It's not Zeph singing
No,
to me. No.
someone new.
Although he is singing.
A voice emanates from the dark as you're just kind of sitting there, just like being quiet. And the voice kind of like crawls into the back of your head, and you hear it faintly, and you keep thinking, you keep like focusing, you're like, what? Is someone talking? And then you hear the voice speak to you. Hello there. Whom do I owe the pleasure?
Again, I thought you were gonna end it there. So,
No.
so it's not. Is it telepathy? Can I tell if it's
you
telepathy?
hear it as if it were around you.
Oh, okay. Zeph told me not to talk to strangers. Who is this?
We're not strangers.
I'm in your pants.
At least, I don't think we are. Are we strangers?
It's the sword, you pervert.
I don't know. Are you?
You know the rules.
Who are you? What are you? Who are you? What?
Who am I? You don't know?
I'm the great stone dragon.
I'm assuming it's the sword.
You glance down
Yeah.
in your hands.
Are you the sword?
Of course.
Oh.
My name is Lord Galaminian Terralif. And you are my new master. And that is where we leave ourselves tonight. With TBD finding the legendary sentient sword.
Honestly, that makes me feel way better about the situation now that it's sentient.
Yeah.
I am so excited.
I don't want to cut off that guy's head.
That jackass.
Oh, we're getting ready to go for a ride.
Nah, bro.
But until we continue in this tunnel, great job, guys. So tonight, you are definitely more than halfway through this, so don't despair. For those of you listening,
By this, do you mean level 9?
through that, you guys are pretty close to a milestone that probably will warrant. When this is all said and done, will probably warrant a.
When it's all said and done.
But until that time comes, thank you all so much for playing. Thank you all so much for listening. We'll see you all next time on the Wild Magic School Bus. Good night, everybody. Good night.
Good night, Silver.
Thanks for listening to the Wild Magic School Bus, lads. I hope you had as much fun listening to it as we do making it for you. You can catch new episodes each Monday on whatever podcast platform you use. While you're there, leave a review if you want. It actually helps us out. In fact, you should definitely do it. Otherwise, I might be forced to purge you one right in the face. We've got socials too. You can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Wild Magic Pod. Either way, stop by and say hello. We're always happy to meet new friends. See you next time. Vinny, let's get out of here.
Go ahead, grab it. It's gonna bite you.
I'm a feather.
Calvin, introduce us, please. God.
Wait, no, what's our prompt going to be for this week, though?
I don't know.
Mythological phallic creature.
No.
I don't like that.
Dick Hydra.
That means I'm just putting
My name is Richard Hydra.
I'm just putting the word
Hail
dick in
Hydra.
front of any mythical creature then.
Yeah,
That's
that's it.
Yeah, but Dick Hydra works.
Yeah, but Dick Griffin sounds like not a mythical creature.
That sounds like
You're acting like a real Dick Griffin, you know that?
sounds like an ESPN
You quit
reporter at
jumping
that
from
point.
boyfriend to boyfriend over there.
God, guys, we gotta get this airing on the BBC.
Guys, so what should our actual prompt be?
If the title of the episode's not Dick Griffin, I'm not downloading it. Richard Griffin. Just call it nice to meet you, Richard Griffin.
Now I gotta put an
called
NPC
an
there
NPC.
named Richard Griffin. That makes no sense.